all sorts of stuff. It's like, if this could just happen, that would be great.
Yeah.
Howdy, Damien. Howdy, Russell.
You with us, Russell?
In spirit, maybe.
Yeah. If you're saying words, we can't hear them.
Bum, bum,
Bum, bum, ba-da-da, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Oh boy.
So yeah, Nathan, is your character a cat person?
No.
Oh,
Mine is a human.
No, not in that sense. Like, do they like cats?
Do they like cat? Okay.
Oh.
I
I was like, well, one of you is a cat person. So
well, I am a cat person.
yeah.
Context. Russell, say what?
Words.
Hey,
Whoa.
Nice.
you can be heard now.
Good.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Damien, you can't blame me for thinking in a fantasy setting that asking if I was playing a cat person meant I was playing like a tabaxi or some shit.
Especially since you are already a cat person, so.
Exactly. Like, so how is everybody?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm alive.
That's something.
Yeah,
Recovering.
I imagine.
Mm.
Sinus infection, huh?
That's
That must
brutal.
be fun.
Hmm. Everyone got their character sheets filled out to your own satisfaction.
I cast Fireball.
The homeless.
Did you get that gear, Nathan?
Yep.
Alright. I assume you've geared yourself up as well, Damien.
Yeah. As much as I figured this character would carry on them normally. Which isn't much. They generally like travel light.
Mm-hmm.
So, just weapons, few other items. Thankfully I didn't really need any toolkits because I didn't take anything that needed them. So
Yeah, as I explained to Nathan just before you got here, you can think of it as like the sort of things that you would be buried with in like a society that's like, oh, well, they'll need it for the journey from here on, sort of thing, like Viking shit.
yeah.
So I've got a knife and not much else.
Well, you're a rogue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't be needing that much.
I'd been meaning to grab a hammer or something.
Yeah. Hammer's a good thing to have.
Yeah.
Me playing a rogue again was coincidence.
Sure it was.
Look, I'd love to try another class one of these days, but sometimes life throws you lemons. That made sense.
It may have.
When life gives you lemons, hit it with a hammer.
Mm-hmm. Insert Dave Johnson copy pasta about burning life's house down with lemons,
Mm-hmm. So yeah, just let me know when we're live and when we're ready.
Oh, I as I said in chat, as soon as I got into the channel, we were like into voice.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay, I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hello, internet. I'm going to do the normal thing that you do on streams, which is I will ask everyone to introduce yourselves, tell us your actual legal name, as well as your character name, your pronouns. And at the end of that roll call, I will introduce myself. then we will get started. And we're going to start from the Discord name order down, starting with Damien. Damien, who are you?
That is a very good question. Who am I?
All the pressing questions.
I know, right? I'm Damien, also known as Magical Hack around these parts. He, they. I'm the person who's streaming at the moment. Since the Daniel from Daniel's Dread Tales couldn't be here, I'm going to be playing Scamp, a Farron magician.
Now, what is a Farron for the people at home?
For the people at home, a Farron is a cat person.
Part-time or full-time?
Full-time. Well,
it's a noble profession.
It really is. But yeah, so they're basically a shape changer that can turn into a cat. They kind of have a few like vague cat-like features, like their eyes kind of glow in the dark when they're in their human form. And their pronouns are they, them. They go by the name of Scamp, is what most people know them.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have Nathan. Nathan, how are you? Who are you?
Hi, I'm Nathan. I'm good. Pretty common around these parts. You probably know me from things and stuff, including our upcoming reoccurring series, Low Places. Check it out. Has it been revealed to the wide world yet which one won?
It has now.
Yeah, well,
it has now. Anyway, my pronouns are he, him, and I am playing Irie, a human who uses she, her pronouns.
Irie?
Yeah.
How do you spell that? Oh,
It's a Japanese name.
Gotcha. So that's how you pronounce that. It's Irie.
Mm-hmm.
Irie.
At least I think that's how it's pronounced. But 87% sure.
It's how it's pronounced today.
Yup. Mm-hmm. And Russell, who are you?
Hello, I'm Russell, they, them, and I will be playing Human, a human warrior guy, a 70-year-old detective who lives in the woods with his wife and family.
Or does he? Pronouns he, him, then.
He, him, yes.
All right. I am Matt. I will be the GM tonight. So I'll be everyone else that isn't these three. Tonight we are playing Shadow of the Demon Lord, a RPG by Schwalb Entertainment. If you Google it, you'll find it. I will do a little bit of monologuing. Then I will ask the group a question, a prompt, if you will. I will monologue again. And then after that prompt, we will have gameplay. So, without any further ado, let's begin. Ah, yes. Nothing. Can you imagine anything more peaceful? Anything more perfect and endearing? Not only is there eternal rest, but there's no responsibilities, no jobs to go to, no hunger, no pain, no bosses who think they know how to do your job better than you. Nothing. None of that. Group. If you were about to fall asleep, what would you be thinking of? Damien.
That is a good question. That's my character?
Yes.
Hunting. Like stalking something through the underbrush, like some sort of like stalking like a small mammal through the underbrush.
Cool. Nathan, if Irie, got it now. If Irie was just falling asleep, what would they be thinking of?
Probably the better days she had when she was in prison.
Those were better days.
Yeah. For much the same reasons as we have established, these are better days with the nothing.
Mm. Human. What would you be thinking of if, as you were just falling asleep?
A nice breakfast with my family.
Nice. What's for breakfast?
Pancakes.
Of course. The thought of that lingers on the other side of your mind, like shadows on curtains cast by trees in the morning sun, shifting and flickering in abstract shapes. Wait a minute. This is not how things are supposed to be. In fact, those thoughts shouldn't even be happening. Something's gone terribly wrong. You shouldn't be able to think. You died. Now, question for the group. How did you die? Scamp.
I have this typed out already. Where'd you go? Give me a half second. And there we go. It was picked up by a kid while I was asleep in cat form. And it turns out that the kid was had some issues, and the kid killed me. Well, incapacitated me, at which point I reverted back to my human form, as you do, and then their parents freaked out and dropped a brick on my head.
Rough.
Yeah.
Irie, how did you die?
House fire. I mean, it's a pretty common way to. It wasn't my house. Granted, I was breaking, but that's not important, right?
Oh well, that happens to the best of us.
Mhm.
Human, how did you die?
Well, the wife and I figured it was time to fix things up in the bedroom, but there was a misunderstanding, and next thing you know, it's a murder-suicide.
Hmm. Again,
Were
we've
you-
all been there.
Which one were you?
I'll never tell.
Okay.
Don't murder, suicide, and tell. That's what they always say in the bedroom.
Is it though?
After a certain amount of times in a marriage, yes.
God.
Continuing. Right. You shouldn't be having these thoughts right now. Maybe if you just relax and try thinking about nothing, you can go back to your eternal slumber. Damn it. Something terrible has happened. You've become aware that you're breathing, and something smells like dirt and mildew. This is it. There's no going back. You've been cursed with consciousness again, and it's going to get ugly. First things first, it's time to open your eyes. Well, this is uneventful, but at least it's pitch black. That's kind of good. That's close to oblivion. No, never mind. Darkness isn't nothing. You're not dead, and you're going to have to do some things about that now. Wherever you are, it's rather box-like. There's wooden boards on all sides of you, and there's definitely some nails driven into it from the other side, poking you in the back and front. You've found plenty of them with your fingers already, and you've been reminded that pain is a thing. This sucks. Group. You're in a box. You're all in a box, and you're aware of it. You shouldn't be aware of anything. What are you doing?
Okay, I have an idea. Um, okay. 6 feet is well within minimum range, right?
Yeah?
Cool. So thing the first is I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Glory. No, sorry, no. Whole of Glory.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast that. Basically, I'm gonna target it at the foot of my coffin, and the other cube is 6 feet straight up from that.
Okay. You don't need line of sight for this?
Does not say in the spell description. Just says area. 2 cubes, each 1 yard on a side within medium range.
Seems suspect, but I'm going to allow it.
Yeah, even so basically a 1 foot wide portal opens in the center of each cube and remains for the duration. Portals have no thickness. Anything placed inside in one instantly comes out the other. It lasts for a minute, and when the effect ends, the portal closes, possibly severing what is in them, as determined by the GM. I am
I'm going to
then
allow it in this instance. However, I will not allow this to bypass locked doors.
That's fair. That's fair.
Spoilers, there's locked doors.
Yeah. I am then going to turn into a cat
Mhm.
and walk through said portal.
Okay. You walk out of a portal, and I imagine you just land onto a soft pad of soil covered in small green mushrooms in the middle of a laboratory. So that's Scamp. Irie, you're in a box. You're alone.
I'm not the strongest, but I can't exactly see myself lockpicking my way out of this. So I guess the only option is to just kill Bill this one and 1-inch punch my way out of this box.
Alright. You may not be strong, but it doesn't seem like there's very much weight on the other side of this box. You push aside a bunch of loose soil and mushrooms, and you emerge into a laboratory. Man, you're in a box.
I'll wait a reasonable amount of time for death to come once more, and if that doesn't happen, I guess I'll just handle my.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does not come. It does not come for you.
Get out my pipe, have a couple puffs. Gets all smoky in there. This won't do.
Mm-hmm. So you three emerge in your own unique ways into, like I said, a laboratory where there is a giant mushroom stem that has sort of emerged from the center of the floor, gone through the center of this room, and has gone up into the floor above you. The entire laboratory is covered in a white mold, sort of like a fuzzy, thin, hairy mold. Absolutely every surface here is covered. All of the books here covered. There is a small orange light hanging from a rope somewhere in the northern region, and you see each other. And each of you is also covered, every surface of you, in this same mold. Describe yourselves.
So what everybody sees right now is a gray and white cat with a tabby coloration standing on this, basically on this pile of soil and mushrooms at the moment. And you, sorry, you said we also have some of this like mold on us?
Oh yeah. On every part of you. Every.
You see this cat like shaking as much as possible because I can't imagine this would feel very good. It'd probably feel kind of gross, in fact.
Feels kind of fine, actually, but it's certainly unnerving.
And like essentially cleaning themselves and trying to like get this off of them.
Your tongue is covered in mold.
Can't imagine that would taste very good.
Tastes all right, actually.
Someone who has had mold bread on accident. I challenge that.
Good molds.
Speaking of, Irie, what do you look like covered in mold?
She it's hard to tell because of the mold, but she was wearing plain leathers. You don't dress too fancy when doing a beat, and her what parts of her body you can see. There's a lot of burn flesh being propped up and supported by the mold. She looks a little bit grisly.
What about you, Hugh Man? What do you look like?
I'm a very swole old man wearing detective clothes, complete with a deerstalker cap.
Love it.
No notes.
Yeah, no, it's perfect character. Even your hat is covered in mold, by the way.
That's okay. It's gonna happen eventually.
Happens to all of us.
Turns out it was covered in mold before he went into the box.
Yeah.
This patch is still here. That's good.
So yeah, the entire laboratory that you're in, covered in mold, floor, ceiling, walls, all the books. There's a small table with some distilling equipment, mortar and pestle. All of that's covered in mold. There is, aside from that giant stem, a bunch of mushrooms here, green, just all over the place. You notice that like there was one starting to grow on you somewhere, and it kind of falls off as you start moving. And there is, in fact, also a door to the north up a very small stairway. You have no idea how you got here, and it's very clear that you just climbed out of a coffin, presumably the one that you were buried in.
Nice of him to bury me after what happened.
Yeah, someone went to the work of doing it.
Do either so you see this cat speaking to you both in common. Do either of you know where we are?
Holy shit, it's a talking cat. Drop a brick in its head.
Had that happened once before?
No, I can safely say this is pretty new.
Scrambling for a brick.
There are none to be found, sadly.
Ah, damn it. I guess we'll have to listen to it as though it's a reasonable occurrence. Simple occurrence.
Using an action to shift back into human form.
Oh!
That's wise.
What does the human form of Scamp look like?
Other than the covering of mold, you see they're actually fairly pale as far as skin color as well. Though their hair is darker. It's kind of like a almost like a dark smoky gray, almost black. And their eyes are golden in coloration. And around their neck you see and you also kind of saw this when they were in cat form too, but you see a cat collar with a cat's eye, like a silver medallion with a cat's eye gem inset in it.
Interesting. So, what are you doing? You have no idea how you got here. You were dead until this moment. Someone just talked about hitting you with a brick.
Old man, no bricks allowed.
You man! Old's my brother.
But
Ironically, I presume he's younger than you.
No, he's dead. Wait.
I think we might be too. Last thing I remember, I was doing a bit of personal work. Yeah, that sounds about right. And somebody dropped a lantern. It was me. I dropped a.
Well, you seem pretty spry for a dead guy to me.
Right back at you.
I
Well, I
think
guess we should maybe go open that door.
we should figure out what the hell's going on with us. Yeah, this seems odd.
this does seem
Shot
odd.
in the dark. We all died. Woke up in a lab that's covered in horrible mold. Shot in the dark. Somebody was doing something stupid with this mold.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Dropped the mold lantern is
The what?
The mold lantern?
To tie it back with your thing, with dropping the lantern.
Ah,
Let's not drop the mold.
Connections.
Yeah, I hope nobody dropped a mold lantern. Regular lanterns are enough trouble, trust me.
so yes.
I'd like
Just
to leave.
that sounds reasonable. The door to the north is a simple wooden door. It's got a little window that you can slide around eye level to the side, and there is a rope kind of like hanging from the ceiling with a little wooden handle on it. Clearly, a pull this kind of rope. The door is a normal door that seems to open outwards.
It's a broken.
Broken Noose was my bluegrass band. Thank you.
Oy. All right.
Well, I guess I'll do the honors. Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
So you
Oh.
pull the rope or the door?
the rope.
Okay. As you pull the rope, you hear a mechanism somewhere embedded in the wall begin to crank, and then you hear the sound of a shelf sliding, and after a second or two, it stops.
Hey.
Does anything around the room itself seem different?
Nope. But something definitely happened on the other side of that door.
Well, the door.
Would this be one of those locked doors you
Could be.
told?
So, you open the door, it opens outwards into what could only be described as a music room. This is a lavishly decorated red velvet, fine wood furniture sort of affair. There is a fireplace, which is going. It seems to have been renewed recently. There is a small platform sort of in the corner with a cello, drums, there's a piano, and there is a collection of books on the shelf, which you pass by on your way in. This is the shelf that slid to the left in front of that door and allowed you to exit this apparently hidden laboratory. There is a statue of a faun here, which is posed as if it were supposed to be holding a violin and a bow, but it is not. There is two doors in this room, one to the east and one to the west. To the east, the door is painted with a moth. To the west, the door is painted with a pig. There is a body in this room. A body of a relatively normal-looking human man. Not human, though. And they are covered in the same sort of mold as you, and it looks like they were hacked apart by some sort of bladed instrument. There is no blood anywhere near the body, though.
Looks to my expert detective eye as though he was hacked to pieces with some sort of bladed instrument.
Hey, Hugh. Can you make sure that that guy is completely dead? I remember hearing a story one time about somebody who set up a bunch of traps and then they like played dead in the room so that they could watch their victims or some shit.
Do I know that one?
Old timey saw.
He is in several pieces. So
This is
if
a
he
world
was
of
playing
magic.
dead, he's doing a very good job.
This is a world of magic. I don't.
This is also true.
I don't put anything past our GM.
Oh,
You're
there are
all
worse
covered in
things than
resurrective. You're all covered in resurrective mold, so I'm just going to assume that guy's a necromorph until proven otherwise.
There is that too.
I'll give him the ability, the old S&M, and I smash it to pieces with my warhammer.
As you break apart the body, it sort of crumbles. In a way similar to like if you start mashing up a block of tofu, kind of like that. Even the bones kind of mash apart.
Yeah, they're not supposed to.
Generally not, no. That's not normal. So I want to look for a violin and bow.
hmm So you can see, like, there's a piano, cello, which is like a violin, but way too big for the
Yeah.
statue. The drums, all the books that were on the shelf as you're looking around. It's all like stuff on music theory, poems, and some actual songs. There's a glass apple, like a decorative thing, placed on the shelf there somewhere. And you're looking around and you do not see a violin and a bow. Even the bow that's left for the cello would be way too big.
Yeah. When I spot the apple, I'm gonna knock the like as I'm walking away from it, I'm just gonna casually knock it off the shelf.
Yeah, it shatters into a few pieces.
Oh, that looked expensive.
It looks from the way it was placed. If the shelf was slid back into its original spot, that apple would be right in front of the little slidey window of the door that you went through.
It was to camouflage the window, probably. Okay. You lady, sorry. Hi, I'm Scamp. What's your
Yurier,
name?
nice to
Yurier?
meet you.
I'm assuming you're like obviously dressed as some sort of as dressed for thievery, as you had mentioned, yeah.
More or less.
Mind checking those doors? I'm sure you'd be better at it than myself or the old guy who threatened to hit me with a brick.
Hmm.
I didn't threaten, I suggested.
You were going to. You actively started. You know what? I'm not going to get into this. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna check out these doors.
Yeah, so there's
Let's start with the moth door.
all right. Just at a glance, it doesn't look like the kind of door that would facilitate a lock as a simple turn knob. Are you opening it or just checking it
Tentatively, I
out?
am going to open it.
Okay. As you
Got it open that fast.
professional over here.
Hell of a
Mhm.
thief.
Peeking into this next room, it's sort of like a long hallway. It's a bit dark. There's rows of glass counters that run the length of it. And just at a glance from the doorway, you can see that there's moths in here, like stuck to cork boards for display. Along the walls, you can see larger specimens that were mounted, and they're like displayed with the wings out. So if you were standing in there, you'd probably like wonder, is this thing gonna just like leap off of the wall and attack me? At the very far end of that hallway, past rows and rows of these display cases, there is a group of 3 figures in black and white robes that are huddled together. They haven't noticed you yet.
Hmm. Well, I'm a firm believer of staying unseen. I'm going to quietly close the door and tell everybody else what I saw first.
hmm
Wish I could find that brick.
There's a chance I might be able to get closer and see if I can find something out about those guys. And I turn back into a cat.
Okay.
Can
Good call. Good call.
can you open the door quietly and I'll sneak my way over there?
I guessed. I do.
Yep. And I am going to sneak and hide my way over to those individuals.
Okay. give me an agility challenge roll with an extra boon on top of any that you would normally get for doing stealthy things, because it is pretty dark in here.
Oakley dokley. And I also have Shadow Sight as well.
Mhm.
So I get 3 boons to this roll. And it's just the highest.
Yes.
I did not roll very well. That is a 7.
7 total?
7 total.
Okay. So you scamper on over, and you are very cat-like. You are very precise in your footing. Unfortunately for you, they had placed down a little red candle near one of these little glass cases that you didn't expect to be there, and your tail just kind of catches it as you're like slinking around, and for a second your tail catches fire, and then instinctively you like bat that fire all off. You just get rid of that, and knocks over the candle, and they hear a little thump as that candle hits the ground, and they all turn to see a cat. And they're all looking at you for a second. And then they look at each other, and it is 3 men in robes, and a fairly young one, a middle-aged one, and an elderly man. The elderly man whispers something to the other 2, and then they reach into their robes and produce small iron symbols, clearly holy in nature. And we get into combat, starting with fast turns for players. You're all involved. Congrats.
Yeah. I'll take a
One of
fast
those
turn.
days.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a fast turn this time.
Okay. Fast for Damien, fast for Russell. How about you, Nathan?
I'll take a slow turn.
Slow.
I don't really
Okay.
know what our friends here are doing yet. So
Yeah. Let's start with Damien. Damien, you're in fast turns. You could do one thing.
I'm assuming sneaking away at this point is probably hard since they can see me.
Yes.
Okay, I'm a bolt for the fucking door.
The one that you just came from?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You scamper away, and you go through the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna like hiss at them before I go.
Makes sense.
I'm playing the part.
You got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Russell, you're up next. You see
How do
the
you think
cat
he's
run
doing?
back in.
Oh, I guess he's in here. I'll get my warhammer ready.
Okay. You can, if you would like, do like a prepared action, which means you'll get like a boon, I think. If
Triggered
you
action, I
attack.
think you mean, right?
Yes, that.
Yes, I'll take a triggered action. First person through that door is getting the old spousal special.
All right. That brings us to fast turns for monsters. They are not going fast turns, bringing us to slow turns for players. That's you, Nathan.
okay.
You can
well,
move and do a thing.
All right. I'm going to move away from the door.
Good plan.
I'm gonna draw my knife and prepare.
Doing basically the same thing as Russell.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting at least one of them to do a fast thing so I could react to that, but no, I guess I'll just stab them.
All right. Okay. Slow turns for monsters. All 3 of them begin running into the music room, starting with the youngest. So that's a triggered action from 1 or 2 of you.
Russell, you're probably closer to the door.
Well, I just rolled a 19. I don't know what all I need to add to that, but that's probably a hit, right?
Probably a hit, yes.
Okay, we'll call it a hit. Oh, I've got more if it's over 20.
Yeah.
Ah, jeez.
You're doing melee, and that's generally strength.
Yes.
So +2. Would a triggered action also give me a boon?
Yes, the prepared action gives you a boon when that
Okay.
action is triggered.
That's just a 1. That's a total of 22.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit.
And it's over 20, so you're...
And it's over 20.
Total of 4d6.
Oof.
Oh, on an attack roll of 20 plus where the result is 5 over the target.
Oh,
Is it
yeah,
more than
never
5
mind.
over the target?
It is in fact more than 5 over the target.
Okay. $14.
Ooh, that is a hit. And that, in fact, brings this one down. You just hammer the fuck out of this guy as he runs into the room before he can even do anything. Also, side note, Russell, did you make the old man from Courage the Cowardly Dog?
I've never seen an episode.
Well, he's got a giant hammer, so
I just like Warhammer as well.
that's fair. Next up is the middle-aged man who runs in, triggering Nathan, your attack.
Now remind me how rolling works in this game. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's a d20 plus the relevant stat. So if it's melee and not a finesse weapon, it's just strength.
It's a
If
finesse
it's
weapon.
a finesse weapon, you can use agility or strength. It's up to you. And then boons and banes are d6s
Okay,
that you
so
add the highest or subtract the highest.
got it. D20 plus my agility score.
Yep. Plus any boons you might have, which is at least one because you did a prepare action.
Yeah. Okay. So I rolled a 1.
That's not good.
I rolled a
Suboptimal.
nat 1.
Yeah, that is a miss.
I'm not
Almost
even gonna
doesn't
bother
matter
rolling
how
my
much you
boons.
add.
Yeah.
That's
No.
Alright. That's a miss. So he runs in and he turns to the human who just murderized the youngest of them. And
I've killed before, and I'll do it again.
he brandishes his iron holy symbol and casts Denounce. He's going to make a will attack roll against your will.
10.
Oh, love those numbers. That is a 25. So I know for a fact that your will is not 25.
Ow.
You are frightened. You make all attack and challenge rolls with 1 bane. You cannot take a fast turn. Then the oldest one shows up and turns his iron symbol to, we're going to say you, Nathan. And out of it, a fiery beam leaps and tries to strike out at you. Make a will attack roll against your agility.
My agility is 12.
16.
Uh-huh.
You take 4 damage.
Okay. Oh.
Alright. New round. Fast or slow turns, folks.
I'll take a slow turn.
Okay.
I, too, am going to take a slow turn.
Bold choice.
Switch it up. Fast turn. I'm gonna stab a guy.
Good plan.
Alright. Fast turns to players. That means you, Nathan.
Here's to not rolling a natural 1.
Mm.
Well, I mean, I rolled an 8. That's not much better. Plus my agility is 20.
Plus your agility is 20.
It's your agility modifier, so it would be... if you have a
Correct.
12 agility, it would be a 2 you add.
Okay, that is what I was.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
then
what's
I
the
was like,
total?
I had my agility score, and nobody said anything. So I was like, I guess that's how that. Sorry,
You
I do
said-
not
you said-
remember how this game works in the slightest.
You said 20, and I was like, excuse me? I think you meant to say 12.
No, I mean 8 plus 12 is 20.
It.
That
It
the-
was the... Yeah, it was
Oh,
the
okay. I
misunderstanding.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So your
but,
sounds like your total was at least 10, correct?
Yes, my total is 10.
Okay, that is a hit.
All right. Daggers do not do a lot of damage. Just 1d3. But
hmm
better than nothing. A 3.
Well, that's good. He takes 3 damage. He gets staberated. Ouch. This is the sort of middle-aged man here. That brings us to Fast Friends for Monsters, in which case the middle-aged man is going to act next. And he is going to hold out his little iron symbol, and he casts Flash at you, Nathan. Make a will attack roll against your perception.
My perception is 10.
He got a 9. So a little blinding flash goes off, but it is just not bright enough to blind you for a round. You are unaffected. Then the older man turns his ire towards the other old man in this room, and you are getting a burning beam. Another will attack roll against your will, which is in this case uh, 16 plus. It's probably enough, right?
Yeah, it just barely hits my hole.
Okay. You get 4 damage.
Oh,
Boom. Slow turns.
Okay.
Come on, guys.
Hiding is an action.
Correct. The whole action.
Okay. I am going to find something to move behind. I'm not behind. That's like big enough for a size 1 thing to be in.
It's like a big high-backed chair or something.
Yeah. And I am then going to use my action to turn back into human form so I can actually take part in this whole situation.
Good idea. That brings us to Russell.
Now, the Warhammer is listed as cumbersome. Guessing that means I can attack with it at slow turns only.
Believe so.
Also make it the only action I can take in a slow.
Hold on. Cumbersome. When you attack with this weapon, you make the attack roll with 1 bane. That's all.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
I would have got a 21 last turn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack this old man with my hammer and say, "Ah, you can't hold me, you asshole!" Oh, a 12 total.
That hits. Give me some
All
damage.
right. One extra. What? 2, so 3d6.
Yeah, you do buku damage at the expense of 1 bane to accuracy.
That is 8.
All right. The old man is smushed into a bloody pulp.
I'm gonna mix your pulps together.
Gross. Top of the round. Fast or slow?
I'm gonna take a fast action this time.
Okay. Fast. Nathan Russell.
Unless I'm mistaken, I am still slow because like a hexed or whatever.
Yeah, you're scared.
Oh, yes. You are frightened. You're frightened.
Oh, I'm so scared, you little mush goblin.
I'll take
Hey, that
another
was-
fast turn.
All right. All right. Fast turns for players. That's Nathan and Damien.
All
Damien?
okay. You see Scamp start to like they reach up and they touch the medallion that's around their neck, and they speak some words that you can't quite understand. And they're casting a spell. So I am going to cast Electrified Chain.
Mhm.
So you construct a copper chain and send an electrical current through. The chain remains for the duration. When you cast the spell, and again when you use an action to do so, you can attack with the chain. The chain counts as a whip that deals 2d6 damage from electricity in addition to its normal damage. If I want to, I can substitute intellect for the attribute for attacking. In addition, if I attack and the total of my roll is 20 or higher and beats the target number by at least 5, the target is also dazed for a round.
Brutal.
Yeah. And I am going to whip this guy.
Yep, there's only one left, the middle-aged man.
And yeah. I don't get any I don't get any boons or banes on this. But take that is going to be a 12.
That hits.
Now I didn't look up the damage for a whip.
A whip is 1d3 normally.
Okay, so 1d3, so it's 1d3 plus, I think that said 1d6 for the spell.
Sounds right.
No, 2d6.
Even better.
Yes. So the d3, I will roll separately, because reasons. So it's going to be a 3 for that one.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 damage in total. 6 of that being electricity.
You whip him to death, and sort of like, I forget the character's name from Home Alone, getting electrocuted. He shakes and screams and then crumples to the floor.
I think you mean old-timey Home Alone.
Yes. The out of one of the bodies, you see a small vial kind of roll out of their pocket, sort of immediately identifiable as a healing potion. Which one of you took damage?
I took 4.
I also took 4.
Okay. Russell and Nathan, or I should say Irie and Hugh Man. You see these bodies on the floor, and you're thinking, oh man, I took some damage. I could use a refresher. What could be better than feasting on these corpses?
Absolutely.
What?
It's been a cannibalism time.
Hey, it's your
Since you
thoughts, not
came back
mine.
from the dead, we might as well get on with it.
Fuck it. I never cared in life. Why should I care in death? Time to eat.
All right, do you both start feasting?
Well, I know I do.
All right.
Fuck it. Might as well be one of those days, you know?
All right, Irie and Hugh Man begin consuming some of the corpses. Scamp, you witness this,
Yeah.
and both Irie and Hugh Man heal twice your healing rate,
I'm back to full.
and you gain 1 insanity.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That tracks.
Not Scamp.
Scamp didn't take damage, right?
I mean, he did just witness 2 people.
Yeah. You
devour
witnessed
some
2 people devour some corpses. It's fine. It's normal.
Oh, okay. And if it's normal, then why are we getting insanity?
Because you devoured the corpse.
Yeah.
Ah, we got it from there.
Yeah. It's transmissible. That's not real. I do not endorse that. Yeah.
You immediately developed a prion disease.
Yeah. Instantly. So yeah, the little iron symbols that they had are unknown to you. You don't recognize them, but these are clearly priests of some kind.
So, weird priests. Apparently, you two are zombie cannibals.
I think it's safe to say we're all zombie cannibals. Would you like to partake?
No, I'm good.
It's fresh.
Probably smart. Doesn't taste pretty.
And
Actually, it tastes great.
Hey, you gotta get the good bits.
we seem to be trapped in... You know what? I'm gonna go over to and like Scamp just is like, you know what, and just cuts off there. Scamp is then going to kind of quietly, not like using the sneak action, but like just quietly walk through down the hallway to where they were originally having their little chat or whatever they were doing.
They've set up more of those candles at the far end of that hallway. And there is a book that was left on the ground next to where they were. And it says in a common language, The Exorcist's Handbook.
For all the good it did that.
Ever bring an exorcist to a zombie fight?
I'm a
I
pocket it.
always say.
All
Throw
right.
it in my bag. Could come in handy later.
Good. There is a door at the end of this hallway leading south.
Okay, and then nothing particularly interesting other than that.
Just moth stuff.
Fucking moths.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go back
There is-
to.
Mhm.
Sorry, no, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. No, I was just going to reiterate directions just to help people keep track, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the initial room and show them the book. Like they had apparently a book on exorcism for dummies or some shit.
I'll say they're dummies. We're not demon possessed. We're zombies.
That's worse. You understand that's worse, right?
How's that work? It's opened up
Zombies-
entirely new culinary areas for us.
Yeah, and I
Well, for
really
me,
wish
I
it
suppose.
hadn't.
So looking at the other door has a pig on it, right?
Correct.
Looking at the pig door, does it have a doorknob on it?
It does. Simple doorknob. Twisty.
Does it look like it could be locked?
No.
You two up for potentially another fight?
I could eat.
Ignore him. Yes. I'm ready.
Shall we check door number 2? There's a door at the end of that hallway, but I'm sure we should probably be thorough in our investigation. Because I would like to know what the hell's going on here.
Sense to me.
I nod thoughtfully, stoking my pipe.
I think somebody else should take the lead on this one, though.
You did bungle it.
I vote Hugh. Hugh takes the lead on this one.
Well, no, I did the first one, then you did the second one. I think it's Siri's turn.
I mean, that does track. Huh?
Okay.
After you?
Yep. Let's go.
Alright, the pig door is way heavier than you would expect, but it does open nonetheless. Inside of it is a sort of small square hallway. There's 2 more doors in this little hallway, one to the south and one to the west. But that's not the most interesting aspect of this space. Most interesting and attention-grabbing thing here is that the floor and bottom half of the wall is splattered with blood. Bits of fabric, leather armor, and a broken sword. They've all been pushed to the sides where you can see what looks like the remains of a foot, some brains, and a scalp. On the doorless wall, there's a mechanical array of 9 dials offering letters. Looking up, the ceiling of this room has a rough texture of it like an inverse waffling. Chunks of a human man are mashed up into the nooks and crannies.
As
The
far
door-
as it may be.
The door to the south, in this little hallway, has like a little ballerina painted on it. And the door on the west, like again west, is painted with a pig again.
Now, I'm gonna rewind time here for a moment. The door to the south in the hallway, did it have more moth? Did it have another moth painted on it, or was it just like a nondescript door?
It was a nondescript door, yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
What do you think, Kyrie?
I think all of this sucks.
Well, yeah.
That said, I suppose we should just out door. What happens?
I have a feeling if we go into this room, we may not be able to get out until we figure out those dials.
That sounds
I have
likely.
a feeling if we go into this room, we're gonna look a lot like those guys over there.
There's that too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a seemingly safe door over yonder. As Scamp is gesturing towards the, past the other door in that direction type deal.
Yeah.
Which
Safe
one?
door first. Safe door first.
Down the hallway, the
Yep.
nondescript door.
Okay, yes.
All right, it's back to my turn. Boot.
All right, you head back down the moth room. Sorry, the moth hall.
The moth
And
hall.
you kick the moth hall. And apparently you kick in a door to a dining room. This is another lavishly decorated room with silver busts of antlered humanoids, skulls belonging to creatures you've never seen before, stuff with too many eyes, too many teeth, and more than one jawbone. There's a circular table around which some pretty equally expensive chairs would normally be, but they've all been pushed to the side. Instead, around this little circular table, there are two armored men who have placed their swords on the table, where there is an array of red candles, and on top of it is a elderly man in black and white robes. They all seem to be chanting in an incantation that you've never heard before. It's not words that you speak. And as soon as you boot the door open, the men grab their swords, and the
Looks like
elderly
meat
man stops
continues to
chanting.
be on the menu. Was
Mhm.
never removed.
Oh boy.
Fast turns for players. Who's going fast and slow?
Okay, I have a question. The elderly guy, does he look to be holding any sort of implement?
Not yet. He is the exact same configuration, i.e., enemy type, as you've seen before.
Okay. In that case, I think I'm going to take a fast turn.
Fast turn for Damien. Russell. Nathan.
I will take a slow turn.
Slow. Nathan.
I'll take a slow turn.
All right. That brings us to Scalp. Sorry, Scamp. Scamp.
Enough insanity points here.
Yeah. Scamp, you were first to go in fast turns. I imagine you were like just a little bit behind Hugh-Man.
Yeah. And seeing this, and seeing the armored gentlemen grab their swords, Scamp is going to once again touch the little medallion around their throat, mutter some arcane words that nobody else really knows, and cast Fetch. The target is one of the swords that the armored individuals are grabbing.
Interesting.
And it is going to appear in my other hand.
Okay. I will write this down. No sword for him. That sucks for him.
I thought it would.
Yep.
Fast turns for monsters. The old man standing in the middle of the table is going to present his holy symbol. and he's going to begin casting. Each of you will need to make a will challenge roll.
Boopy toots.
Boy.
Aha! That's a 1.
All right.
That's a 3.
Okay.
Hold on. I need to see something because I have a triggered action that I might be able to do here.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. First I will roll the will challenge roll. That is a triggered action. I get an effect. So, going to suck, but damn it. That's a 9.
Okay. Bad news. You are all frightened. You make attack and challenge rolls with 1 bane, and you cannot take fast turns.
Triggered action.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to use the spell Overcome Affliction.
Okay.
It is from the Soul Tree. Basically, as a triggered action, I can use it as a triggered action. When I would gain an affliction, I can use a triggered action to cast the spell, make a will challenge roll with 1 bane. On a success, I just don't get the affliction.
All right.
So
Good luck.
It's going to be harder, but maybe I can roll high. Actually, I'm not using that d20 because that d20 failed me. Nope. I'm
right.
still frightened.
You are frightened. Challenge rolls and attack rolls with 1 bane. No fast turns. The first armored man, the one that still has his sword, is going to... He's going to grab his sword and he's going to charge at you, human. So he's going to make his attack roll with bane.
Please don't hurt me. I'm an old man.
It's not great. I believe. Yeah, he probably whiffed it. That's an 11?
My agility is 11, so that's my defense as well.
That sucks for you.
Oh, you didn't have any
Alright.
armor?
No, I'm dressed in my detective clothes.
Oh.
Family.
You are getting hit for 8 damage.
Okay. Not bad.
And then the one who lost his sword pulls his crossbow out. And we're going to call that his action because he was surprised to not have his sword. Bringing us to slow turns for players. That's Nathan and Russell.
Russell?
I'm gonna hit this guy with my warhammer.
Sounds right.
I'm a simple man. I do combat very simply by hitting people in the face with a warhammer.
We love it.
I respect it.
Ains, I believe. That'll be a miss.
All right. Nathan.
Oh. I am going do some curstabbery.
Sounds like a good
I'm gonna
plan.
use my rogue ability, trickery. So once per round, I can make an attack roll or challenge roll 1 boon.
Mm-hmm.
I believe boons and banes just cancel each other out, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm just making a normal ass attack roll, and if that hits, the attack deals an extra 1d6 of damage.
All right.
Well, I rolled an 18, so it
Oh,
probably
yeah.
hits.
That
Yeah.
does hit.
So, let me. I rolled an 8 total for the damage on that.
Very nice.
All right. We're assuming that's the guy that ran up to human.
Yeah,
He'd
he's
be
in
the
stabbing
closest.
range.
Yeah. So 8. That's rough for him. He does not like that. Very visibly.
I can imagine.
Maybe he shouldn't have gotten stabbed, idiot.
Yeah. All right. So that's everyone. Top of the round. You cannot take fast turns.
Nope.
So fast turns for monsters. The priest on the table is going to cast Burning Beam at. Let's give it to Scamp.
Oh.
No, 11 versus your will.
Versus my will? Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it, you hit.
All right. You take 5 damage.
Ow.
Pew.
Boy,
Then
have I ever had
the
enough of that guy.
Oh, so have I.
the man who ran up to Human is going to attack you. Cool. That's a 5 on the die. Plus 5 is probably not going to hit you.
Quick.
No.
Then the one who got the crossbow out is going to pull that out. It's going to shoot at you, Irie. This is pretty oh, cool. Well, I rolled the natural 20. I was like, well, he doesn't get anything from this, but that's a natural 20. All right. Oh, that's not bad. You take 5 damage.
Okay, could be worse, but
Yeah, it could have been way
now down
worse.
to 9 health, so
You too, eh?
Slow turns for players. Guess what? That's all of you. This is so much easier now.
Oh, yeah. I'll take mine first, because I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently holding a sword.
Mm-hmm.
This is a size 1 item, right?
Yes.
oh god.
So, Scamp,
What fuckery are you going to pull?
Scamp, once again, is going to reach to their medallion, chant some magic words, and the sword disappears from their hand as they cast Dismiss, and it is going to appear above the old priest's head, point
Mhm.
down,
Cool.
and then fall on his head. Is the plan.
All right.
How you want to adjudicate how that works? But there's no roll associated with it. It's just one object, target one size or one smaller object you're holding,
Mhm.
and the effect, the target teleports to an open space within medium range.
What's your preferred casting stat? Int or
Intelligence.
will? All right. Roll me an intelligence challenge roll.
Doki. And that's going to be with a boon. Or, sorry, a bane. Stupid beat scared. Nope. That's going to be a 0. Well, a -1, technically.
Okay. You see the sword come down and it just grazes him. You meant it to come down on top of his head and kind of slide past the collarbone, but you missed your mark a little bit. But you do deal 1 damage to him.
Just gave him a cool haircut.
Yeah.
And at that point, since I can still move, I am going to move out of his direct line of sight, but so that I can still see the one that still has a sword.
All right. Sounds good. Human and Irie.
Would you like to do the honors?
The guy I stabbed before, I'm gonna stab him again.
That's what he's here for.
Sounds
Getting
like a good
stabbed.
plan.
Yeah.
Who's
And I
this
rolled
guy?
a 15 plus 2, 17 total.
Okay, that hits.
Nice. Watch it do 1 damage.
I'm gonna guess
2 damage.
I'm gonna guess it's been more than a minute since our last fight.
Yeah. So 2 damage. He has taken 10 damage. That is not enough to kill him. You don't have any riders on that?
What?
You don't have anything extra that goes with that?
No, that one was just a garden variety. I want to stab this guy.
Gotcha.
I can only use trickery once per round.
Correct.
Is this a round?
This is a new round.
Oh. Can I retroactively say that I did trickery?
Yes.
We all saw it.
We all saw you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so my actual total damage is 5.
All right. He is just barely alive then.
I've done 13 damage to this man. That is almost my full health.
That is
Yeah.
very respectable.
Mm-hmm. That brings us to Human, I guess.
Well, I'm gonna rush the priest.
Okay. Sounds
Turns
good.
into a fine powder.
That will incur a triggered action since you're
Okay.
leaving melee.
That makes sense.
And he's gonna hit. He's gonna attack you. Cool. I rolled a 2 on the d20. Never mind.
I'm so scared. I'm an old. Okay, bye.
Well, he did get stabbed a lot, so
That is true.
so you rush the old man, clamber up onto the table, and is it smashy time?
We can hope. On my Bane and a 3 on the dice. That's a -3.
Great. You whiff really hard and like almost stumble off of the table past him.
Hey, we can say I stumble off the table.
All right. You just missed
That's
really
funny.
bad.
It's like a helicopter fall down sort of deal.
All right. After the end of that round, will challenge rolls from all of you. Yep.
No, talk on the Banes.
Just got to hit 10 is all.
Well, that's not going to do it.
15. Sorry. 14. 14.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. I rolled a 10 and got a 1 for my Bane.
Ugh.
Brutal.
That sucks. All right. So, Scamp, you are no longer frightened.
Oakley dokley.
Kyrie and Human are. Top of
I've
the
never
round.
heard you say Oakley Dokley in such an intimidating manner.
Top of the round. Irie is in slow turns. Human is in slow turns. What do you want, Scamp?
I'm gonna take a fast turn.
Sounds good.
Oh, taking advantage of that new ability.
Yeah.
Do it.
And
Let's start with you then.
once again, I'm gonna mutter some similar words to what you heard before and cast Fetch and steal this motherfucker's sword.
Okay.
Like the one that actually is almost dead and still has a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's not happy about that. That's his fighting sword.
Exactly. But that's his own damn fault for, caring too much about his sword. It's my sword now.
Yeah. It's true. It's your sword.
Chronic case of the Mondays.
And yeah, that's me.
The best of us.
Fast turns for monsters. He's just gonna try to punch you.
Punch me?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, yeah, I did move back away. So would that potentially incur a triggered action from Irie,
Hello.
who is in melee combat with him?
Oh yeah, he's not in melee with you. Never mind. He can't punch you. He'll just punch Irie then.
Oh.
However, I have to imagine that an 8 was not your defense.
Well, my defense is 12, so.
So no. He whiffs punching you. Then the priest on top of the table turns his attention to Human, and he's going to cast Flash. Will attack roll against your perception. That will be a 8 plus 2 is 10.
10.
Alright, you're blind for 1 round.
All right.
Blind means attack rolls against you get a boon versus your defense or agility. And sight perception automatically fails. Your speed becomes 2. And you can't see, obviously.
That makes sense. Yeah, you're not going to show me anything. Oh, God, what is that?
And the guy with the crossbow, because it's a crossbow, has to spend his stupid action reloading the thing.
What the moron gets for
For not having a sword.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Fetch the crossbow, and then it's just
Slow turns for Nathan and Russell. Russell, everything is obscured from you. Which means finding it.
Which means
3
human
Banes.
swinging wildly.
Yep. So 3 Banes. So 4 Banes total, plus whatever Banes you normally have.
4 Banes total.
Well, 5 Banes total because of the
5,
clumsy
because
or
you're cumbersome,
yeah.
and
did-
you're frightened, and everything's totally obscured.
I'm going to wave my arms around and try to grab onto the priest.
Okay. Roll with 5 Banes.
I mean, the highest that's going to be is 6. So.
Correct. Technically, you have to guess where the target is, but you already know where he is.
Already over 5, so I've missed. But
Oops.
if we can get out. There we go. Got another 6 on there. Oh, and
Great.
one more.
Yeah.
Get all those 6s up. Yeah, get back here, you whippersnapper.
All right. Irie.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna stab a fucking Punchy over here,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to use trickery, so the boon and the bane cancel each other out.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10 total.
10 total will not hit.
I didn't think so. Well, I gave it my best shot, y'all.
All right. We'll challenge rolls from all of you,
Except for me.
except for
this,
you. Yeah.
Does this have the blind Banes as well? It probably does.
No,
Okay.
you're not like doing anything against a target.
That's a 14.
Okay.
Nat
You are no
20.
longer frightened, and you are also no longer frightened. Top of the round. Fast or slow turns, folks.
Fast.
I will take a fast turn.
Okay. Fast. Human.
He said fast.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Okay.
It's human, not human. Gee.
And fast. And of course, human, you are no longer blinded.
Okay, good.
All right, so who wants to go first then? You're all going fast.
Stab this fucker.
Do it. Do it.
I rolled a 19.
That hits.
Obviously goes without saying that I'm using my trickery bonus, but that doesn't really that doesn't quite matter on this one, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. And of course, I rolled a 3 total for the damage, even with the extra d6.
Well, the good news, it was almost virtually impossible for you to not kill him.
Okay,
He had 2
yeah.
hit points left.
All right. It would have been literally impossible for me not to kill him because the lowest I could have rolled is a 1 on each die.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
All right. Scamp and human.
I am going to use an action to use spell recovery,
Okay.
bringing me up to 12 hitty points. And I am going to recover a casting of Glory Hole.
Great.
Hold of glory.
Potato.
God, I hate that spell name.
All right.
Very
That's
deliberately named.
Oh,
Yes.
100%.
lastly human.
I'm going to continue trying to grab onto the cleric. And say, come here, I need to heal.
Okay. Disturbing. Roll a Fuck, where is it? Grab. Strength or agility
Ah.
attack versus its agility.
I think I'm out of bait now, which makes that a 21.
Oof.
Yeah, you have him.
Perfect. This is fast turn, so I assume I cannot also bite.
Correct.
Okay.
He will have to spend his turn trying to get away from you, and he will probably not be very successful. Which he's going to try to do on his fast turn. He's going to roll. What has he got? He's going to roll strength. His agility is even worse. Versus your strength.
Strength is 12.
Yeah, he got a 10. So he is still grabbed. And the person
Smell
with
your delicious neck meats from here.
the crossbow is going to turn it onto you, Hugh, man, because you're grabbing the priest and talking about eating his meats. Unfortunately, this is a pretty inaccurate weapon, so... Okay, great. 15.
That'll hit.
It makes up for it with damage. In which case, this is 7.
Oof.
So, kathunk, a bolt straight into you. That's everyone.
Well, now I really need to heal.
Yeah, I bet. You've taken a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Top of the round.
I'm gonna take a slow action this time.
All right.
I should probably
I
do
think
fast.
I will too.
I think I heard Erie say slow as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hugh, man, you're in fast turns. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to bite this guy and recover my health.
Okay.
Have a bit of nibble.
There's nothing in the cheat sheet for biting people. So let's just
weird.
say roll a strength challenge roll. A strength attack roll, actually, versus his agility, we'll say.
Is there any functional difference between a strength challenge and a strength attack?
Yeah, strength challenge rolls are against a target number of 10. Attack rolls are against the opposed stat.
Gotcha.
And you haven't grabbed. Yeah, make this attack roll with two boons.
Oh, 2 boons?
Yeah.
Nice boon roll, but I rolled a nat 1.
Great. What is the total by any chance? Because his agility is
total?
real shit.
Oh. 6.
Yeah, even that's not enough. All right.
Just
Uh,
hold still, you piece of shit.
Fast turns. He's going to try to get away. 13 versus your strength.
Strength is 12.
All right, he breaks away, and that's his turn. Guy with the crossbow is going to get up onto the table and try to punch you. Fucking okay. A 9 minus 6 is not good. Oof, low turns for Erie and Scamp.
I'm gonna be a really good zombie.
I did not expect this combat encounter to last this long.
I'm gonna take mine first.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing that I got a casting of Hole of Glory back, I'm going to cast it, and one of the 1 yard cubes, 1 yard cubes, is going to be directly in front of Erie. The other one is going to be on, like, I'm gonna move to where I can actually see into the line of sight. The other one is going to be centered on the priest's neck, so that basically when the hole pops up, his head is right in front of Erie.
Okay. Yeah, that checks out.
It's appreciated.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna slit his fucking throat.
All right. Give me that roll.
I'm gonna assume a 21 works.
Ooh,
Oh, yes.
very nice.
6 total damage.
All right, he is dead. This leaves just the swordless man.
Now the feast can begin.
God.
Oh my god.
All right. Top of the round, fast or slow?
Sorry, go ahead, Russell.
The crossbowman just punched me, so I suppose I don't need to run over.
Well, he
and go
whipped.
faster.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I will take
Fast
a
turn.
fast turn as well.
And Irie,
Slow turn, please.
slow. All right, let's start with Hugh Man.
I'll dive at him and try to topple him to the ground.
All right. Getting full use out of the different attack and attribute actions here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rather than looking at the street.
You can like knock him down. It's a strength attack versus his agility with one boon.
Perfect. Yeah, I literally was asleep until 10 minutes before we started, so I'm not
Yeah.
really prepared.
What's really nice is that it's easy to just figure out what that could be.
All right. I rolled a 4. I guess that'd be +2.
Yeah. That is not going to do it. You dive at him and he just kind of steps aside on top of the table.
Yeah, my
Scamp. Scamp, you're up. Champ.
Alrighty. So I still have this sword in my hand,
Yep.
and I have another casting of Dismiss, which I'm going to utilize.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, the sword is going to teleport from my hand and appear point down, basically with the hilt essentially touching the ceiling
Okay.
above the now pugilist's head.
Yeah. Give me a intellect challenge roll.
I don't have any boons this time.
Yeah. Things are turning out, Scamp.
That is a natural 20.
All right.
Good sir. So 21.
Okay, we're gonna do full sword damage then. Which in this case, cool. The time that I roll high, he takes 6 damage
Nice.
and just comes straight down and like clops him on the head. Just you really like see it like hit the skull and then like stick for a minute and then it like folds over and probably rips out some bone chunks.
Ugh.
And he like
And after it hits, Scamp's gonna be like, "You got your sword back."
he's a little busy to reply.
Wow. Scamp's a little bitch. I'm here for
Yeah.
it.
So he's going to clutch at his head, and he's going to spend his action trying to close this head wound. Which, if you don't know, head wounds bleed a whole lot.
Oh yeah, they do.
That brings us to Irie.
Well, I'm going to use Nimble Recovery to get real close to him.
Mm-hmm.
Which lets me recover 3 health. That's nice.
That is nice.
And then I'm going to Shock of all shocks, stab him.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
$16 total.
Yeah, that hits him.
$8 damage.
Wow. He goes down, crumbles to the floor. Well, in this case, table. And combat ends.
Hey guys, is it just me or does trickery seem really powerful?
It's very powerful. But it only seems really powerful at level 2, which you are.
Fair enough.
Just... But things do get better. So yeah, combat ends. And these bodies look mighty tasty. You see another
This one's
health
already on the
potion.
table.
You see another health potion roll out of the elderly man's robes and onto the ground.
I will pick up the health potion and drink it.
All right. It is disgusting. You will need a strength challenge roll with 1 bane.
Nope, that's a 4.
All right. You are immobilized and impaired for 1 round until your body naturally expels the liquid out of your mouth.
So
You gain no benefit from this.
You're immobilized on the ground, watching you get real fancy with it this time. He's got a napkin as a bib, and he's got cutlery, and he's just going to town on this guy's body.
I'm gonna not eat time. I'm good.
Ugh, that was disgusting.
You're not eating the bodies, huh?
No.
Alright. Russell, you gain twice your healing rate and 1 insanity.
Good stuff.
Damien, compared to that healing potion, these bodies look mighty tasty.
You know what? I'm not all that hurt. I think I'm going to resist for the time being.
Bold move. So
Praise the corruption that our new life has brought.
looking around the aptly named dining room, you see a door to the west, which is also nondescript, like the one that you just came through. And there's an eastern door that is slightly ajar, into which you can see a kitchen.
I guess that's where Hugh got the cutlery from.
Well,
Oh, there was
right
like,
before.
yeah, it's a dining room.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
Is there anyone in the kitchen?
And if you look into the kitchen, it's apparently unoccupied, mostly, kinda. It's fairly unremarkable. It's all the kitchen accoutrements that you would expect. There's cookery, jars of spices, meat hanging to dry. It's not as lavish as the rest of the manor that you've seen so far, but that makes sense. It's just a kitchen. There's a pile of dried sage that looks partially burned up on a little side table, and it looks like someone drew a little chalk circle around it. But most importantly, there is a body here on the floor, which is sort of half moth, half man kind of creature, dressed in relatively nice looking vest if it weren't slashed and hacked to pieces. Even though he is very clearly dead, he is clutching a rapier with a blood red felt handle.
I guess you didn't see that coming.
That was terrible.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I think I want to cast something.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to cast Sense Magic.
Sure.
Because that sword seems kind of sus. It
Seems pretty interesting.
Yeah,
huh?
it's been something about it being specifically described. Does there happen to be any sort of magic about it or magical effect on said rapier?
Forget, is this an ability or an actual spell?
It is a spell. It's basically the basic spell that magicians get, Sense Magic. An area with
Oh,
a
there it is,
5-yard
yeah.
radius centered on a point within your space. You know if there are any ongoing magical effects in this area and from what points they originate. I'm assuming we're all kind of glowing in that. I'm picturing it as kind of like a glow.
You, as people, are not glowing. This rapier is sure as shit glowing.
Hey, Erie,
Yes.
that might be of interest to you. Pointing at the rapier. It's not my style of weapon, but I think that would be pretty useful. There seems to be magic around it.
The weapon could just as likely be cursed in that case. Oh, fuck it. I'm already dead. Let's see what happens. I take it.
You have acquired Orlox's Fang. It is a rapier, 1d6 plus 1 damage. When you deal damage to a living creature with Orlox's Fang, you heal 1 point of damage. If you have 0 damage after you do this, Orlox's Fang deals 10 damage to you. I will copy and paste that into the Discord.
Hmm.
And it is, of course, a finesse weapon.
Thank you.
And Scamp, after pointing that out, is gonna like grab some of the dried meat and try nibbling on it.
It's fine. You gorge yourself on it as much as you can. Stomach. It's fine. You heal half of your healing rate.
Am I rounding up or down?
Rounding down.
Okay. And shove some in my pockets for later. Then offer one to Erie. Want a snack?
Sure, why not?
You gain half of your healing rate. Rounded down. You can each do that once more with the meat that you've scavenged.
Very nice.
There are no other doors in the kitchen aside from back into the dining room.
So, shall we check the next door? I'm sure Hugh has done his lunch. Hey, Hugh, you done eating out there?
Yeah, just about.
Just elbow deep in a manwich.
He was 70.
Oh,
He doesn't have a lot
God.
of teeth left, so he sort of just got to gum it for a while.
Yeah.
Now
Alright,
you have me thinking about old people zombies.
That's just zombies with a little extra flavor.
Pre-aged.
Whose turn is it at the doors?
I believe it would be Erie's again.
Would it?
Well,
Yeah,
I found the dining room, and then Scamp found the kitchen.
I'm good with this.
All right. I enter the next room.
Alright. You enter into the foyer. First impression here is that this is a huge fucking mess. In the center of this foyer, there is a large crystal chandelier that used to hang and is now on top of a pile of bodies, kind of pushed into a corner. It looks, for all the world, as if this thing fell down and then rammed into them against the corner of its own volition. There is a large metal door at the south, which is almost certainly the exit to this manor. However, there are 3 other ways that you can go from the foyer. One is further west, a door which has a grape, like a bundle of grapes painted on it. There is a mostly glass door to the north, which opens up into what is clearly a dance hall. And then there is, to the up, a curved staircase, like a fine curved staircase that comes to a balcony and very obviously like a hallway up there. At the top of that, there is a big painting where you can see a pale woman, black of hair, in a fluffy purple and green gown. Behind her is a slim and bespectacled man that holds one of her hands gently, and the other rests on her waist. He's dressed in evening style finery and looks to the painter with a serious expression. So,
Oh, they
for
fucking-
your oh, they fucking. So, up is a hallway, north is a dance hall, west is Grape Door. And of course, south is presumably Door Out.
No, should we escape and wreak our terrible vengeance upon the world?
I'm gonna guess that door's locked, but you can try it.
Boop, boop, boop.
You kick it,
Yeah.
it opens inwards.
Yep, it's locked, all right.
as in he, the door opened.
No, it did not.
No, it's just
Okay.
an in swinging door.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's supposed to open inward, and he's kicking it.
I see. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna open the door like a human is supposed to.
You open the
Wait, is
door,
that
it's
a
not
racist
locked.
thing to say?
We're zombies.
Yeah,
Is that a racist thing to say in a world with people?
it's certainly speciesist.
Huh.
So you open the door, and on the outside, it's clearly the outside. However, there is a mostly transparent barrier between you and the outside. The pattern, it looks sort of like fluttering angelic white feathery wings. Pressing against it is futile.
Since I am a magic scholar, can I make an intellect challenge roll to kind of study this and see if I can figure something out about it?
Totally.
That's a 14.
Oh yeah, you've been magically sealed in this bitch. You've encountered a bunch of exorcists, and they locked this shit down.
I'm gonna flip through the book that I picked up and see if it talks about basically see if it talks about this barrier at all.
Yeah, it's not in a language that you know, but you can make another intellect challenge roll with one bane, because it's a language you don't know, to like get an idea from any of the diagrams and shit.
I will do so. That is a 17.
Okay.
A 17.
You get the gist from like what they've highlighted and like scribbled in the sides of the pages. The one that they like really paid attention to here from the sigils and crap. This is like an all or nothing spell. This is a you're not locked in here with me. I'm locked in here with you kind of thing. You're gonna have to kill someone specific to get out of here.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no, more violence.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to find the person who actually put this barrier up in order to be able to get
Devour
out.
their heart. Right? We're devouring their heart? As per the spell?
Well, that's not what
You
it.
could.
If you want to, you can, but we
Ooh.
just have to kill them.
Well, things are usually linked. I mean, people die when you take their hearts out. Yeah, sorry, the denture's falling out there.
Yeah, that does generally kill a person.
Usually.
In my experience.
So let's find the fanciest motherfucker here and off them.
And I use my guide profession to help us track this person down. Guide / detective. There's that. I feel like the sort of.
Not really track him down, but you will definitely know when you see him, like, oh, this is the guy.
All right. I can't find the trail of some magical asshole.
Nah. Just out of nowhere. If you had like anything else, maybe. But yeah. Well, yeah,
Well, great
there's
door it is.
grape door. Excellent. As you get closer to the grape door, you can hear some music from the other side of it. It sounds like violin.
Musically dancing.
Boy, does it ever.
Hmm.
Well, not my turn to open a door. Have fun, you two.
All right.
You're just gonna go boot the door.
Yeah.
Well, he took the
Alright.
initiative.
As you kick open the grape door, you see this is a bar. This is like a little like salon kind of deal. It's an in-house salon, but this is like the drinking room and entertainment room. There is a bar behind which you can see one of the elderly priest's men who has got a bottle of some liquor and he's drinking it as if it were a challenge to be overcome. There is one of
Go for the
the
throat.
there's one of the armored men who would be wielding a sword if he weren't dancing in the middle of this room. And there is another person, very similar sword, male armor, who's playing the violin. And he's like kind of doing a little jig in place. And as you enter the room, they all kind of look to you, still drinking, still dancing, still playing the violin, but they don't stop and they look at you almost like pleadingly.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go for
All right, which
Why?
one?
priest.
All right. As you shuffle past the guy in mail armor who has his sword sheathed, he like dances at you a little bit, but otherwise seems to be unable to stop dancing. And you walk up to the priest who is drinking.
Violin. Got it.
Yeah, you walk up to the priest who's drinking, and you just cut his throat.
No,
Or hammer his throat, I guess.
zombie.
Or just eat his throat, I guess. You start feasting on him while he's alive. Heal twice your healing rate.
Wow, it's even better when they're still moving.
He doesn't stop drinking while you do that until he's dead.
Yeah, I'm getting real wet here. We should stop that.
Oh yeah, this place is super cursed. I think it's the violin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it was just the three guys that were in the room, right?
Now two.
Oh, well, yeah, now.
Yes.
Irie,
Uh-huh.
you want to take the guy out that's dancing, and then I'll go and hopefully deal with the one with the violin.
Works for me. Be careful, okay? The last thing we need is to get stuck in this.
Yeah. True enough.
I found that if you just keep up an undead fury, it helps you surpass everything.
All right.
Anyway,
So, yeah. What's happening now?
Dancing guy's throat.
He dies.
It was him or me.
Yeah.
Kind of.
He was coming right for you.
Look, Ire is not a good person in the first place.
Yeah, and Scamp is going to go over to the one with the violin and use their claws to dig into them because Baron have claws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you claw him to death, and he keeps playing the violin until he draws his last breath.
I am then going to pick up the violin and put it in my bag.
Okay. Give me a will challenge roll with 3 Banes minus any insanity you might have.
Okay, so thankfully I have no insanity.
That is fortunate that you picked it up and haven't feasted much.
Coward.
Speaking of these bodies are delicious. And
Three
nutritious.
Banes, huh?
Okay.
3 Banes.
What was the one thing I said? Be careful. And what did you do? You picked it up with your bare hands.
Okay, I'm gonna fail that
Oh.
Okay. You begin playing the violin.
roll. Does this count as an affliction?
No. You begin playing the violin, and you're damn good at it. And you start doing a little jig in place. Irie and Human, you must make will challenge rolls with 1 bane. -1 for each point of insanity.
Joy.
4.
You start dancing.
I rolled a 4.
You see the bar, and you're like, oh yeah, here we go. And you walk over to the bar and start chugging. And it's disgusting. And you puke it all up. And then you're still holding the bottle. So you chug it again. And it's disgusting. And you puke it all up. And you get caught in a loop for some amount of time. And Irie and Human, you may make another will challenge roll. With 1 bane. -1 for any point of
What
insanity
do you
you
mean
have.
I rolled a 4 again?
3.
Okay.
We're gonna be here for a while.
Human and Irie, you gain 1 insanity.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I'm
That
collecting
makes
that.
sense.
Scamp, you may make a will challenge roll with 1 bane, -1 insanity.
Okay, so I just want to see. You're not going to allow me to cast a spell before this, are you?
No, you can't do anything except for play the violin.
Damn. I had something that could help that I probably should have used before picking this thing up. But, you know. So since it's... nope, I got a 2.
Alright, you gain 1 insanity.
Now it starts getting harder.
Yeah. Alright. Will challenge rolls across the board, 1 bane, -1 per point of insanity you have.
Where I can roll higher than a 12 on a D.
I rolled a 9.
You gain a point of insanity.
4 again for me.
You gain a point of insanity.
Yep. I gain a point of insanity.
Alright. More time passes. You start looking at each other desperately. Iria, you grab another bottle. Human, you're still dancing. Keep rolling.
Good. Mistakes. 1 minus 1.
1 point of insanity extra.
12 total.
12 total. You are no longer chugging.
I fucking grab Hugh's Warhammer and smash the fucking violin right out of Scamp's hands and break it as hard as I can.
But first, Scamp, I need another challenge roll from you.
Yeah, I know. I have it rolled. 12 minus 8. Rolled an 8.
Yeah, you gain a point of insanity.
Yep.
And then the violin is smashed into pieces.
Why did you pick it up with your bare hands?
It wasn't so bad. I was just dancing.
Shut up, Hugh.
What are your insanity totals, by the way, now?
Made a 5.
Cool.
3.
That would bring me to 2, actually.
Nice.
That went great.
That went fantastic.
Well. I have a feeling that was needed for something having to do back in that, like, library sitting room area.
Probably. But would you rather be stuck playing the violin for eternity?
No, not for eternity. You would die eventually.
Would we, though?
Yeah, we did that once already.
You're experts at it by this point.
Oy vey.
Okay. So, knowing what my character knows about magic, I know I'm only level 2, not like as experienced. Would I think that there would be a way that I would be able to repair this violin?
No, it's smashed.
Poopy toots.
It's fucked. It's
and I
what
don't
it is.
have
The technical term.
I don't have a spell that just repairs shit. Well, that closes that potential mystery off.
Sorry, I made a judgment call.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I just kind of wanted to see what it did more than anything.
And I respect
did
it,
that.
but yeah, that wasn't fun.
Well, since I'm assuming there's no other doors in this room.
Correct. Just the door leading back to the foyer.
Shall we try the stairs?
I
Get my
guess.
hammer back from Erie first.
Yeah, no. I give you back the hammer.
It's a good hammer, right?
It worked quite well.
You know,
Eh.
cutting the strings of the violin probably would have worked just as well.
But it wouldn't have made me feel better. And that made me feel way better.
Hindsight is this hour has 20 minutes.
People outside of Canada would not know what that is.
Correct. I have no idea.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Parody news-ish show. But okay, so the scamp's gonna start going up the stairs. But
Okay.
as they're going, they're gonna change. They're gonna use an action as they're going up the stairs to change into a cat.
Okay. So as you head up the stairs, you come face to face with that painting. And you can see that this is more or less a glorified hallway, split into east end and west end. You can see a small window at the end of the east end, and at the end of the west end, there's like a small table with a potted plant. You can tell that there's doors at either end, but yeah.
You guys coming?
Yes, I am.
Maggie.
What?
Well, I assume there's more people up there, right?
Ah, I could eat. That's what you said. Okay.
Mhm.
I heard raggedy and I was so confused.
I am not raggedy.
Yeah, we're all getting a little raggy. We've been corpses and, we're just dancing for.
I am mostly mold and burn flesh, but now I'm like also 10% alcohol, so
Oh, you got rid of
Dude,
all
right?
of that.
Yeah, you spewed all that up.
See, this is why I don't drink in real life.
In real life, it's slightly better.
Yeah, you actually get an
I
effect
wouldn't
from
know.
Yeah.
it.
I
Okay.
would not know.
So you said that there's a door on each end?
Yep, there's a door like on each end on like the northern wall, and east end you got a little window. West end, it's just a like potted plant.
Scamp's gonna go off to the east end and start kind of pawing at the door.
Okay. As you get to the east end, the door, it's dark past that door, and it doesn't give in any way. Like, if you put your paw against it and push, there isn't even, like, a jiggle on the hinges. There's something, like, on the other side of that door that's, like, barring entry from that side. However, with your cat eyes, because you have very good eyesight,
Yep.
you spot a coin, kind of that was like rolled off along the rug against like a corner. It's like a shiny golden coin, and it seems to have a smiling devil on at least one of its faces.
Okay. I'm gonna become a people again instead of cat.
Mhm.
And
Oh, I'll hand you a glove from my detective pockets.
yeah, sure. I'll
Yeah.
put the
No bear skin. You don't want to leave prints. You don't want to get cursed.
that tracks. Yeah, put the glove on and pick up the coin and take a look at it.
All right. It has a smiling devil's face on both sides of it. This is Devil's Luck. As a free action, you may turn a bane into a boon. You may do this as many times as you like. The GM can turn a boon into a bane as many times as you have used this coin. This can affect anyone within 100 yards of you.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna put
Free
that.
boons.
We're gonna put that in
Free
important
is not
items.
The word I'd use. Free is not the word I'd use.
So I can turn a bane into a boon.
Yep, as many times as you want. It's free. No repercussions. Kinda.
GM can do it.
No, you don't have to write that part down. It's fine.
Use. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Scamp's definitely gonna pocket that. This could come in handy. And then hand Hugh his glove back. Thanks.
Thank you. That's important law enforcement. Yeah, let's go find some people to eat.
You worked as an officer of the law. Like, you actually were paid to enforce.
Are you
I don't know, I'm
surprised?
surprised. I'm not at all. On the slightest.
So it turns out that this door isn't budging.
Yep.
Mm.
Ain't budging. Try the handle. It twists. So something's behind it, and it ain't going anywhere.
Did you try hitting it really hard? I found that works on a lot of stuff.
Scamp is going to take about like 15 steps away from the door, and then, by all means,
Then I pick him up and chuck him at the door. This right here is actually a fireman's warhammer. It's used for chopping through doors in the midst of a fire.
Man, that would have been really useful.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'll just try and break it down with the hammer.
Yeah. You probably go at it for a little while. You break most of the wood, and you find out that this door, it's probably like the other doors that you've run into that are really heavy. It's heavy because it's filled with iron rebar as well.
Huh.
Well, then you go for the hinges.
I honestly don't know if that would help.
I actually think I have something that would help in this situation. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. So it's at this point that Scamp pulls something kind of nondescript out of a pocket and grabs their medallion again and casts a spell. And I am going to cast the rank 0 spell from the Technomancy tree called Gatecrasher. Area.
What that do?
A cube of space 1 yard on a side, originating from a point you can reach. Duration 1 hour. You construct a size 1/8 object, or 1/8 device, sorry, that retains its potency for the duration. It has a defense and health of 5 each. You can use an action to touch the device to an object you can reach that is not worn or carried by a creature other than you. The device adheres to the object to which it is touched and begins to vibrate. At the end of the round which the device was used, the object which it was affixed takes 46 damage and the spell ends. So Scamp is going to attach this thing to the door and then run
Okay.
away. You guys might want to
picks
run.
up on the hint. Irie picks up on the hint real fast and just starts sprinting after you.
Yeah, holds a glory. That's a vibrator. Maybe I should have called him.
Jeez.
So which tradition was this from?
Technomancy.
Technomancy.
I believe that one was in Demon Lord's Companion 2?
Oh, okay. That's why I'm not seeing it.
No. Demon Lord's Companion 1. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. I know it wasn't in the base book.
So the point is that it does 66, right?
46. I believe it is.
46.
Let
Okay.
me just recheck because I just basically copied and pasted the spell description. Yes,
Gotcha.
46.
All right, roll me some damage then.
That is going to be
4.
17.
Okay. I guess it like bangs really hard. Is that correct?
It basically just kind of vibrates and
Okay.
I am envisioning it essentially just vibrates whatever it is attached to apart.
Hmm. Okay,
Like,
so
ever seen
you
that episode of Mythbusters about Tesla's earthquake machine? That.
Yeah.
interesting.
It
Alright,
would not be
so-
quiet though.
You deal 17 damage to the iron rebar filled door, and you see it fall apart in chunks. On the other side of the door is what could only be described as a thick, veiny, kind of green and purple, ichor covered flat plane of fungal flesh.
Nope.
I lick it.
Oh my god, why?
It tastes like you.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Tastes like old person.
So can we say this thing
Like,
is
actually touching anything? Is there anything else in the room?
No, it's just a big wall of mushroom flesh between you and the rest of the room. It like filled
I
in the
see.
doorway.
I see. I understand now.
It's like this is what was behind the door that was blocking you.
don't think I have anything that can deal with this effectively.
We'll come
Scamp
back
says
to
to the group.
Why would
We'll
we
come
want to
back to
deal
this
with
then.
it? This is probably the remother, which gave us our hideous second life.
Hey Hugh, you should try to take a bite of that and see how it tastes.
All right.
You dig your teeth into it, and immediately it hurts you.
Ice cream headache.
You take 3 points of damage.
Nah, not so good, I'd say.
What a shocker.
Now, does this does this damage have a like a physical form that can be seen outwardly, or is it just it hurts him?
No, it just hurts, like, to your core.
Wait, do all of us take this damage, or just Hugh?
Just you.
Okay.
Actually, no, you're right. It would affect all three of you.
Damn it.
So you both
Oh,
take 3
son of a
I
damage.
had to open up my.
You
stupid mouth.
did.
You had to say something. Couldn't just let the teacher forget about the homework. No.
Yeah.
And it was,
Thank you, Damien.
and it was 3 damage. You said.
Yes.
Well, I'm still mostly fine.
Only there were corpses to eat.
I have enough insanity as it is.
Do you, though?
I got 5, and I'm fine.
Yeah, he's thriving.
That's a word for it.
So it looks like this is a no-go. Let's check the other door.
My thoughts exactly.
As you get to the other end of the hallway, you can hear the sound of someone trying to like use a crowbar or something similar, and having a bad time of it on the other side of this door. They're not trying to use the crowbar on the door that you're at. They're somewhere in the room trying to use it on something else. Sounds like.
Well,
I've completely lost the pickle. Whose turn is it up with this one?
Fuck's sake.
fuck it. I'll open the door.
Okay. This is a bedroom. It looks like a master bedroom, lavishly decorated, etc., etc., etc. There is two figures in here, one priestly-looking person, and there is someone in pretty heavy-looking metal armor, shiny, and they're kind of like bigger, like bulkier, taller, wielding a Zweihander, a big two-handed sword, and they're trying to ram that into a door that looks like it would be the door between like this bedroom and the bedroom next to it, presumably the room you were just trying to get into. And they're not having an easy time breaking that door apart. But as you open into this one, they both turn to you. The priestly man begins chanting, and the larger person wielding the Zweihander, kind of like pale bluer in flesh, takes on a very angry look. And it's very clear that he intends to use this Zweihander on you.
What a shocker.
Yes, big surprise. So, top of the round, fast or slow?
I'm gonna take fast action.
Speaking of, actually, for you, in this particular instance, this person is frightening, which means I'll need will challenge rolls from each of you.
Oh. Well, that's no fair.
Go grab a real die.
Rolled a 7.
I rolled a 2. And
Okay.
as a triggered action, I'm also going to cast Overcome Affliction.
Mm-hmm.
So that I
You're
can
not
try
going to be
and,
frightened.
so I can reroll that with one Bane.
Uh-huh. It could be a boon if you wanted it.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that into a
Yeah.
boon.
Hell yeah, we will.
So I rolled a 3 on the Google die.
Okay,
It did not help me.
Under 10 on the Google.
cool. I get a free boon, and you're all frightened. I mean, nothing happened. Keep using the coin. You will make attack and challenge rolls with one bane.
Yeah.
Or not. Alright, so you cannot act in fast turns, so it will be fast turns for monsters. Alright. The elderly man is seeing that you are all cowering, as you should. He is going to produce his iron symbol, and he's going to try to make this even harder for you by casting Flash on Damien.
Oakley.
Will attack roll versus your perception. Cool, that's a 2 on the die. Never mind. The one with the Zweihander is going to use his action to charge at you, Scamp, because you entered the room.
That tracks.
So this would normally be with a boon, but it will not be because you used coin. So that's good for me. Let's see. Plus 5, 12 plus
You hit.
3. Cool. All right. Oh, and he gets. Yeah. All right. That is 10 damage.
Oh, that
As it
brings me to
charges
0.
up to you and just slaps the shit out of you with the sword. That brings you to 0.
That brings me to
Cool.
exactly 0.
Let me pull up the dying rules real quick.
That was fast.
I did not expect it. You could have just been healing this whole time.
Well, it wouldn't have brought me to 0 had I not opened up my stupid mouth about the fleshy room.
Yeah.
I feel like you deserve this on some level then.
Yeah, I probably do. I'm not going to deny that.
Is dying. Let's search. Because
I
you'll
know
need to
I'm-
make like rolls at the end of the round or something.
Yeah, I know I'm incapacitated. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right. While I'm searching for that, why don't we go to slow turns for Irie and Hugh Man?
Attack this armored fellow with a hammer.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right, you go get the priest because he's gonna be a pain in the ass, but I'll take care of this guy.
If you say so.
Oh, you're still up? I thought you were the other one.
Whatever.
3. Big 3.
Oh god.
That is not it.
Take that! It's that!
Well, yeah. That's not happening. Irie.
Alright, I guess this priest is gonna fucking get it. We'll see how this goes. I'll use trickery to counteract the pain.
Okay.
And that would be a 17.
17 will work. You'll love to
Alright.
see it.
And I'm using my sword this time, so my recently acquired sword.
Yeah. What's your damage total right now?
It would be the trickery bonus
6
plus the
plus what?
sword's initial damage. It would be 2d6 plus 1.
But how much damage have you taken? Like, what's your health at?
Oh, 10 out of 14. So
Okay, yeah, you're good.
when I get near full health, I'm gonna start using the dagger.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, so I rolled a total of 4 damage with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
At least I get a point of health back.
It's true. All right. At the end of each round that you are disabled, currently you are Scamp.
Yep.
Roll a d6. On a 1, you start dying. On a 6, you heal 1 damage and become impaired for 1 minute. Any other number has no effect. If after 3 consecutive rounds you are still disabled, you become unconscious.
That's a 6.
Cool. You gain 1. You gain 1 hit point or heal 1 damage, and you are impaired.
Oh.
And will challenge rolls because it's the end of the round to see if you're still frightened,
And that's with the Bane.
or is it?
You know what? Fuck it. We'll do this with a boon. My will is 9, so I'm rolling with a -1 regardless.
Hmm.
I am well
Cool.
Yeah, so am I.
Okay.
14 minus 5 plus 0. I got a 9 total.
Oof.
All right. You are all still frightened. Cool.
Joy.
All right, and you cannot act in fast turns, so you're all in slow turns. Slow. Fast turns for
Like-
monsters.
I'm like Big Barry and the priest over here.
Yeah. Big Sword Man is going to turn his attention to the old man with the hammer
Big
because
Sword
obviously
Man.
you're still up there.
That's my cousin.
I know. And he's going to attack you.
Oh, big fucking family.
Let's see. He would normally get 2 boons. He's going to take 3 boons. Um, 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Well, there goes a die.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. So, did that hit or not? To your
No,
defense.
not quite.
All right, that's lucky for you.
Yeah.
Then the priest does not like that you are in melee with him, so he's going to take his mace off of his waist and try to hit you with it. 16.
Well, what do you fucking think?
You take 2 damage. Womp. Slow turns for players.
Okay.
Well, you are impaired,
Yarp.
which means you make attack rolls and challenge rolls with 1 bane.
Yep.
Plus frightened. So.
Yep.
Two
So,
banes.
2 banes.
Or are they?
Hold up. Okay. So this priest is pissing me off.
Uh-huh.
Fucking club.
So Scamp is gonna get the fuck up and rush the priest.
That would be a charge action. So an additional bane.
So I wouldn't have enough movement to get up and get to the
Oh,
priest.
wait, you're in slow turns. That's right. You could do that.
Yeah.
You could also charge and take an extra bane or not and make it a boon.
Nah, I'm good.
Hey, sure.
I'm sure. So Scamp is gonna get up and take the couple of steps to get over to the priest.
Mhm.
And as they're going over there, they are going to be intoning the casting of Strike the Soul. It is from the
Interesting.
Soul tradition. Target is one creature you can reach. When you cast this spell, you attack the target with an unarmed strike. You make the attack roll with 3 boons. Substitute will for the attribute that you would normally use. I'm not going to do that because it's worse. On a success, the target takes 1d6 extra damage. If the target is living, is made of flesh and blood, and has a soul, the target also gains 1 insanity and becomes impaired for 1 round.
Cool.
And if I roll a 20 plus, I increase the extra damage to 2d6.
Okay.
So
roll. And however many banes, they could just be boons if you wanted.
Well, see, I get 3 boons already, which is going to cancel out my 2 banes. So I'm just going to roll this with 1 boon.
Or you could have 5 boons.
I mean, I could. But I'm not going to. I am using strength for this.
Okay.
Because my claws are not considered as finesse weapons. That is a 23.
Oh, that'll hit anything under the sun.
So that's going to be 1d3, which works out to 3 damage. Additional 2d6. Which is going to be another 6, so that's 9 damage in total.
Okay.
And if he is still alive, he gains 1 insanity and is impaired for a round.
Does anything interesting happen if he dies from this attack?
Nope.
Okay, so he dies. He falls over, clutching his liver. And then slow turns for Irie and Human.
Since we're in slow turns, would it be possible for me to sweep the leg and attack?
Sweeping the leg, we could call that a... There's no trip action, but there is a called shot that chooses a specific body location and you attack with 2 banes on top of your normal 1 bane for being frightened.
For using a cumbersome weapon.
Yes. So 4 banes.
4 banes. Good stuff. Good stuff.
This feels like a bad idea.
Oh, this could actually be staggering. No, that's a ranged attack. Never mind. Unbalancing. That would be better for you actually. If he's your size or smaller, he's your size. He will make an agility challenge roll. Interesting. Just make an attack roll.
Okay, so I rolled a 6 on my Bane, but I also rolled a 19 on my. So that's not total
Alright.
13.
Total of 13. He is wearing big, heavy armor, and that is not enough.
You clink against the armor.
Yeah, hit him right in the heel.
Well, yeah.
The most
Yeah.
armored part of the body.
Learned a thing or two. From Irie, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna try and stab him.
All right,
What a
you
shocker,
shuffle on
right?
over and you give him a stab.
You do have that fancy rapier.
You do have a rapier.
I know. And I'm going to definitely use it.
Oh, I forgot to add my modifier. That's being a 15.
15 would, in fact, have hit.
Forgetting to add because I'm rolling so low. Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he makes an agility challenge roll. And he is not prone, but you still do damage.
5.
Okay.
Anyway, I rolled a 2, so
Yes, that did not hit him.
You hit him right in the shin, Russell.
Yeah, he's like, oh, we already figured out that's not his weak point. All right, will challenge rolls. See if you're still frightened.
I'm gonna roll this with the Bane.
Or will you?
Yes, I will.
All right.
I'm not even going to roll the Banes. I rolled a 4 on the D20.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. I don't succeed anyway.
Okay.
I got a
How about you,
1.
Irie?
nope. Rolled a 7.
Oof.
All right. Slow turns for all of you. This is convenient. Then, seeing that the priest has died, this man begins screaming. He like hunches over a little bit with the effort that it takes to scream as loud as he is. And then he and everything around him bursts into white, hot, blue flames. Everyone in melee range with him is pushed back 6 yards. And white flaming wings burst from his back. If you are in the same room as him, you will take 1 fire damage each turn. If you are in melee range, in melee with him, you must make an agility challenge roll at the end of every round, or take 1d6 damage from fire.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
So shot in the dark. Was this the guy who erected the barrier? Or
Probably.
can they all just do this?
Detective Hugh Man. This is probably the guy.
Everyone, we've got to eat his heart.
And then he tries to hit you with his big flaming sword.
Oh, what a shocker.
Okay, so Scamp falls over from the 1 damage from the...
That's at the end of the round.
Okay, well, Scamp will be falling over from the 1 damage.
You got kitchen meats.
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Yeah.
Hugh Man. 7 plus 5 is 12, plus another 5. Thank you.
Hope that's not damage.
No, that was to hit. You take 6 damage,
I bet.
and you're in melee with him. And slow turns.
Alrighty. Scamp is going to try and run out of the room.
If you do, you would incur a opportunity attack, a triggered act, All right, triggered action because
Oh.
he's like right by the doorway.
Okay. Hmm. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go for it. Actually, is there anything else that I can do? Unfortunately, actually, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn into a cat,
Uh,
and then I'm going to run out of the room. It's not going to do a metric shit ton more. My defense remains the same basically. But my size becomes 1/4, and my speed becomes 12.
okay.
And not
You
that
run
that's-
out of the room then, and he ignores you. He's focused on the old man in front of him with a hammer. He's saving that triggered action in case this guy tries to run away.
That is fine. The main thing is I am out of the room.
Yep.
Speaking of
Area
triggered
A and
actions-
QN.
Speaking of triggered actions, I will use mine to heal my healing rate.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Checks out. And then I'm just gonna regular attack him with my fireman's warhammer.
All right. Hey, it's exactly for this.
Huh? The beating down the firemans.
Yeah.
Of course, I roll 6. I don't roll on other numbers, so that becomes a 9.
Oof.
That will not hit. Fury.
Oh, I guess that's a.
Yeah, that won't hit either. You could run away now if you want and incur an attack.
Oh, I used action already.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Actions are different.
They are different actually. You get a triggered action in slow turns. You get a move and a action.
So I can use the triggered action anytime.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's like a bonus action in D&D.
I get you. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, Irie.
First things first, pocket meat.
Nom, 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 nom.
Everybody likes pocket meat.
Heal half of your healing rate, rounded down.
Was that my whole turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm sure
Well,
you can
you can move as
Immediately
well.
lose it because of the fire. I'm a dipshit.
Possibly.
You could be smart like me and just leave the room.
It's only 1 damage. Plus
Leave it to me. I'll
1d6
take care of
maybe.
them. That's what zombies do.
Were you in melee range with him, by the way, Irie?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You could be looking at upwards of 7. However, you do heal 1 every time you hit him.
Yeah.
I know. Are you suggesting that I try and hit him and pretend I didn't have pocket meat?
Well, you can still have the pocket meat, you just won't be able to use it. It's up to you, though. I don't know what your healing rate is.
It's fucking. It's a quarter of your health, right?
Yeah.
Rounded down.
Yes. But in this case, it's pocket meat, so it's half of that rounded down.
Yeah,
It's not
of
as good
3
as
is
fresh.
so half of my healing
Half of
rate
3
was
is 1.
3. 3 is 1, so no point to that at all. I'm just gonna try and attack him.
Alright.
The boon and the bane of trickery cancel each other out. $21 total.
Oh yeah, that hits.
So, yep. 2d6 plus 1 for my overall damage. That's a 6 total.
Cool.
And this triggers exploit opportunity.
Ooh.
Once per round, when the total of your attack roll is 20 or higher and exceeds the target number by at least 5, does it?
It does.
Then you can take another turn at any point before the end of the round.
Yeah, there you go. You
That's
get a whole
neat.
other turn.
I'm going to use that.
Hmm.
I'm going to attack him again.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like
Fucking
a very
rogue
good
time.
plan.
Okay, so I rolled in that one,
Okay,
so never mind.
that's not good. But at least you got that one damage healed.
Wait, does that mean that Nathan would get technically two slow turns?
Technically, yes.
So would they be able to combine their movement from both of them?
Yes.
So you have double your movement right now. Technically.
Oh, but I already used one of my slow turns too.
Yeah, you would only have your full movement left.
Yeah. So you can still like move away potentially. And not incur the Bernie.
Have you used your healing? Oh,
Yeah.
yes, you did.
Like a dipshit.
I think you used it before you knew about the eating people.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
In any event, so me trying to get through this guy would definitely incur an attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Well, if he chose to take it,
Well,
which he
I gotta
probably
get out of the
Uh,
room. So I'm gonna
cute.
try.
Q-Man already went, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would be the one. You're gonna try
I'm
to
gonna
get
stay
out of
in
the
the
room?
burning room for now.
Alright. Alright. That means Q-Man and Irie, you take 1 damage from the burning room. Then you must make an agility challenge roll.
I'm good at those. 16 total.
Alright, you do
Wait,
not
I
take
forgot
any.
the Bane. I forgot the Bane. One sec.
Oh yeah, frightened.
Well, I mean, that would just take you down to 10 if it's a
15
challenge
total.
roll.
Yeah, you're fine. You do not take additional fire damage from being in melee with him. Human, though.
19.
You're fine
20,
too.
20, because I got a 1 from agility.
Even better. Alright, and then we'll challenge rolls. See if you're still scared.
I am.
Nat 1.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna change this Bane to a boon.
Nice.
Hey.
8.
That would be a 24. Or, no,
All right.
22. 22.
Congratulations, Damien. You are no longer frightened.
Congratulations, Matt. You have an extra boon.
Thank you. I earned this. Alright. Slow turns for Irie and Human. What do you want, Damien?
I'm gonna take a fast turn.
Sounds good. Let's start with you then.
I am going to eat kitchen meats.
Nom, 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 nom.
Bring me back up to 2 hit points.
Delicious.
Yeah,
Fast
remember when I
turns.
took fast? Running around all the time.
Fast turns for monsters. He is going to just try to keep slashing the hell out of Human here. He gets 2 boons, and yeah, that's plenty for now. Actually, he's got other options.
Uh-oh.
You wouldn't
Does-
hit an old man, would you?
Oh boy, would he.
Ah, shit. Well, gambled and lost.
He doesn't have 2 weapons, so he's just going to. He's going to use driving attack to try to make sure that you cannot just like leave the doorway as well. He's going to turn that bane incurred by that into a boon. Let's see. 12 plus 5 plus more. Alright. So he's going to move you 5 yards into the room.
All according to Keikaku.
This, however, leaves Irie out of melee with him. And you take 7 damage.
It isn't.
Well, he has been steadily engorging
Yeah.
on quote unquote human
True.
flesh.
Keep myself healthy with the flesh of the young.
Maxing out his proteins. All right. That brings us to slow turns for Irie and Human.
The whereabouts in this room? How far away is that priest corpse?
Priest Corpse is probably like 2 yards away.
Dang.
Yeah.
Actually, can I take mine first?
Sure.
Absolutely.
I go over to the priest corpse and I chuck it at into the melee.
Okay.
Throw it at them.
Priest Corpse at him.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to eat this corpse, it's going to incur a triggered attack. You cannot just like hold an old man in one hand and fight off a big angry dude with the other.
Yeah, this isn't Skyrim.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I gotta eat stuff out of my bag.
This is high risk, high reward.
I mean, I did my action, so
Yeah. You could move too, back into melee with him if you wanted.
I'm gonna wait until I've actually have the chance to hit him to do that.
You did pretty good last time. But more importantly, Russell, what are you doing?
Russell, you still with us?
Oh, sorry,
Russell.
I muted my
Oh.
mic so I could cough.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Rolled a 19.
God
Bane was a
damn.
5.
Oh.
Are you attacking him?
Yes.
Okay.
16.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Nice.
stuff.
Nicely done. Get that big dick damage.
Hopefully.
So I'm guessing our target number here is about 15.
Correct.
That seems to be the case, yeah.
That's 4 damages.
Oh, cool.
And then I'm going to go to town on that corpse.
Well, that'd be an action.
I'm in slow turns.
Yeah, but you just did an action, and your other thing that you could do is move.
Oh.
Yeah,
Slow turns.
I know.
Hmm.
All right. End of the round. Will challenge rolls from Nathan and Russell.
Oh, that's going to go.
I wonder.
Oh, 11. If I roll a 0 on my Bane. No.
There you go. You're still frightened.
Likewise, I rolled an 11 and then a 3 on my Bane, so...
All right. Well, this makes it easy for me. Damien, what kind of turns do you want?
I'm taking a fast turn.
Okay. What are you doing then?
I am casting a spell. I am going to cast. Let me scroll down there. Recall past success. It is another spell from the Soul Tree. Duration 1 round. Next time you make an attack roll or challenge roll before the spell ends, you make the roll with 2 boons.
Mm-hmm.
So it will basically last until my next turn.
Cool.
So, yeah, that's me.
All right. Fast turns. Smashy, smashy. 8 plus 5 plus 1.
That'll do it.
All right.
14.
What? Oh, yeah. All right. 3 damage plus 5 damage is 8 damage.
All right. Chipping away.
How's your health looking, Russell?
I have 4 left.
Oof. Cool.
We're dead as shit.
Maybe.
Hey, How's Big Barry over here looking?
Big Barry.
Big Ugly.
Our opponent.
Oh,
The winged
The
monstrosity.
good guy.
he looks very much on fire and still fighting.
We're dead.
You've definitely done some damage to him, but he's still fighting.
Well, nothing for it. I'm
So
gonna
that
go up
leaves
to him and
us with
stab him.
Irie and Human. So it sounds like you're going up and stabbing. Let's see. That's not gonna do it.
I'm
Right, not
very
bad.
tired. Oh, I actually am very tired.
Is this guy wearing a
Okay, so
helmet?
No.
Okay, good.
That's 5 for me.
Okay, yeah, that's not gonna do it. End of the round. Everyone in the same room as him takes 1 damage. You're both in melee range with him, so roll an agility challenge roll. With 1 bane, of course, because you're frightened.
That is a 0.
Ooh.
Clean 0.
Okay.
Russell's down.
And what did you get, Irie?
14.
Alright. You do not take fire damage. Russell. Or I should say, Human. You take 2 fire damage.
Still in it.
You have 1 HP if my math is right.
You are
2.
correct.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, because you took the 1 damage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. Top of the round.
I am taking a slow action this time.
Sorry. Russell and Nathan will challenge rolls. So I don't screw you.
Yes.
Well,
Wait, oh, I gotta roll my bane. Shit. Watch this
Okay.
screw me.
If you got a 16,
That's a 10 total.
yes,
Yeah.
you're no longer frightened.
Oh,
that's
thank
a 12
fucking
for me.
God.
You are also no longer frightened.
Yeah.
All right, so top of the round. Now you get to choose.
Fast turn.
Oh, fast, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm taking slow.
Oh, what a switch up. All right, let's start with Human.
Arr!
Mhm.
12 plus 2, 14.
14 will not hit.
Perfect. Take this, you piece of
Bonk.
damn it. Can I still say God is an undead? I don't know. I'm not getting.
Irie.
Wait, let's see. That's a plus my boon from trickery. 19.
19 hits.
No,
Forget
20.
your agility.
20.
20 also hits.
Very nice.
Does that also trigger exploit opportunity? Yeah, it's a 20, and does it exceed 15 by 5? Yes, it does, basically.
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's how that works.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
But
numbers
first,
go
damage.
The numbers get bigger the higher they are.
Okay, so 9 damage. And I get
Okay.
health back. And I'm just gonna go again immediately.
Nice.
Okay.
Because fuck this guy. $14. Damn it.
big. You add your agility?
Yes.
And
Darn.
I got a 12. Plus 2 is 14.
Yeah, that's not quite enough.
no +1 from your rapier.
Wait, what?
Rapiers get +1 to attack.
I hit 15.
That is a hit.
Okay,
Sorry.
then.
Sorry, 1d6 +1 damage. Never mind.
Oh, come on.
Got his hopes
You
up.
had me
for him.
going.
All right.
Alright.
Saying there's a chance. Yes. Wait.
No. All right, so Human went, whiffed, right?
Yep.
Irie did a shitload of damage.
And then
Fast
whiffed.
turns. Yeah. Fast turns. He's going to try to finish you off, human, because you've been a real pain in his butt. Even actually, no. That's not true. Irie just hit him for like a shit ton of damage, so
Yeah.
it's time for you.
I've known death
I
was
mean-
coming since the moment I agreed to S&M with my wife.
Correct. 15 plus 4 is 19.
Yeah,
That
I
will
fucking
almost certainly
wonder.
hit you. 8 damage.
All right, that
Okay,
takes
I'm
me
down to
negative
1
7.
health.
Oh, this is good. You're all like fucked.
You're fine. You're fine.
All right. Slow turns for players.
Okay. So Scamp is going to take a few steps to be able to see into the doorway and get line of sight on this asshole. And
Mhm.
then they're going to do a called shot with a dagger that is being thrown at this asshole's head.
Okay.
So
So 2 banes,
I'm-
unless.
I'm going to swap one of those banes out into a boon to cancel out the other bane, which just leaves me with my 2 boons for recall past success.
All right.
Wouldn't that be the same as not doing anything with the Devil's Luck at all? Because
No, it
it's
wouldn't.
still
Because if I just use
Right,
my
right,
if I just
right.
use my 2 boons and didn't switch any
Sorry.
of those, it would just cancel out. This way I still get
My
my 2
bad,
boons.
yeah.
No worries.
So wait, did you switch one out or not?
Yes, I did.
lost track.
I did switch one out.
Okay. Sweet.
But I'm not going to hit because I'm only going to get.
Oh, okay. All right. So everyone in the room that's on fire takes 1 damage.
full 0 health.
Russell, agility challenge roll.
Oh, what?
You need to make an agility challenge roll because he is very much on fire and you were in melee range with him.
So
Oh,
also,
bitch.
yeah, Russell just took the 1 damage and is now on the floor.
Oh, okay. And
Okay.
you did as well?
Yeah.
Irie?
Yep.
Okay.
Well. Good
yeah.
luck, Scamp.
Good luck, Scamp.
You're the last of us. Up to you now.
Top of the round. What kind of turns are you doing?
I am going to attempt for a slow turn. Probably not the smartest, but actually no. I'm gonna do a fast turn. I'm gonna run the fuck away.
Okay.
To where?
Down the stairs.
Okay.
First off,
What is your speed?
my speed currently is 10.
Okay.
It would be 12
Okay.
if I was able to if I would have taken a slow turn, but if I would have taken a slow turn, I have a feeling this guy would have been on my ass before I would have been able to move.
100% correct.
Yes.
All right. He's going to run after you. His speed is also 10, so you technically outpace him.
And this also means that we're no longer unconscious in a room that's on fire.
Correct.
You're just unconscious in a room.
You're just
Yeah.
unconscious in a room.
So now we start
and
making death saves.
basically, roll a d6.
Yeah, okay. 4.
Did you both get a 4?
Oh, I got a 5.
5. Okay.
Either way, it doesn't help.
Correct.
Okay.
If it's not a 6 or a 1, nothing happens. All right. That's 1 round of that. Top of the round. Scamp, what you doing? He's chasing you down the stairs. And also the foyer is on fire now.
Yep. Fast turn. And I'm running back toward the direction that I'm running is back towards the room that we well my
The big room.
sorry.
The big room.
Well my target actually is the waffle room.
Interesting. So you can both die.
Maybe. I mean, if I can potentially get out of line of sight and hide, it could help.
It's a square room.
Well, I'm not. Well, I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to get to that room just yet, but that's going to be my end goal. But there are other
Okay,
rooms
so
in.
do you want to run into the dining room or try to find a path through the dance hall? You've not been in the dance hall before. You've no idea what's in there.
I've not been in the dance hall. Okay, so have we gone down? Have I gone down the stairs yet?
Yes, you are like on the like first floor in the foyer.
And he's not yet downstairs?
He's like on the stairs.
Okay.
You like just barely outpace him, and he had like 5 yards from, actually probably like 6 yards from you and him at the start of last round because you were outside of the room.
Okay, so then that means if I take a slow turn, he still won't necessarily catch up to me this round.
He is 6 yards away from you, you could say, and his speed is 10.
Okay, so yeah, then he would.
This is some Looney Tunes stuff.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go back the way we came.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
So
through
you go
through the kitchen, I believe it is.
into the dining room.
Yeah.
And he gets down the stairs, and I'll be generous, he doesn't quite get into the dining room until next round. So you will not take 1 fire damage as he enters the dining room.
That is good, because that could hurt.
It would. It would be 1 damage, and it'd suck for you because you have like 2.
Yes.
End of the round, D6s from Human and Eerie Eye.
6.
Nice.
You are up. You have 1 hit point.
You better believe I'm going to town on that corpse.
I believe it.
That's a 1.
You
Ooh.
died. No, you're dying.
Yeah, dying at this point.
Yeah. It's good
I
luck.
fucking burned to death again. Son of a bitch.
Oh man, the irony, the eeriety.
I guess I'm not dead yet, so there's
No.
still a chance I could.
The room is
Maybe.
not on fire, so that you got that going for you, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fast turns, probably.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep. Taking a fast turn. I'm gonna continue running. So okay. So leave the.
Actually, I have a great idea now that I think of it, but I'm not going to tell you.
Would I be able to? Damn it! No, I'd need a slow for that because I need to be able to close the door.
Let's say closing a door is like a free action.
Okay, so I'm going to dip into the kitchen quickly and as quietly as possible close the door.
Okay, give me an agility challenge roll
Okay, I can do that.
with 1 bane. Or is it?
Fuck it, I'll swap it for a boon.
All right. This is the best magic item I ever made.
That is
Got a lot of
going
mileage out of it.
to be a 24.
All right.
Or
You-
is- Oh, wait, no.
Yeah. You very carefully close the door to the kitchen. You hear stomping and fire enter the dining room. Then you hear stomping and fire exit the dining room. Russell, I'm just going to assume you start macking on that old man.
A weird way to say it. But,
Sure.
it's definitely part of it. I'm also gonna baby here.
All right.
I think I appreciate
Mashing
it.
it up for baby.
I don't appreciate it
This is
anymore.
disgusting. Russell, you gain twice your healing rate. Iria, you gain your healing rate.
Well, I'm back on my feet.
Yep.
Hey, can I join you in eating that body?
Also gain 1 insanity.
Oh, naturally.
All right, top of the round. Damien, you're in the kitchen.
Just one insanity for the person who got baby birded another person.
Don't
Surprisingly,
tell him.
yes.
I'm gonna take a
Come on,
slow
fun
action.
things happen. Okay. Take a slow turn. All
Yes,
right.
I'm going to take a slow turn this time.
Okay. You hear the distant sound of stomping and fire. It gets more distant.
Does it seem to be going in the direction of the waffle room?
Probably.
Okay.
You would expect that someone chasing that came into the dining room and made the wrong choice would probably go into the moth hallway and then probably keep going to the one exit in there.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. I just assumed slow turns for Nathan and Russell. But you were back in action.
Well, my first
Yeah.
priority is going to be finding a different corpse so that way we don't have to share.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's another one or two down in
back
the
in the
bar. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna partake.
All right. We'll say it'll take you a round to get back into the foyer, and then back top of the round. Or sorry, actually, we're in slow. Damien, what are you doing?
I am going to first eat this corpse.
Oh, the Mothman.
Yeah,
Mm,
that was
nutritious.
Yeah, it was one of the reasons why I ran into this room specifically.
That was a
He's got a
good
lot of
idea.
protein.
And is
Yeah.
it fresh
Grateful
enough?
crowd embracing our new.
Is it fresh enough for me to get double my healing?
Sure.
Okay. And that's gonna give me an insanity.
Mm-hmm.
And you get moth.
It's just a little seasoning.
Yeah.
Since eating the corpse would be technically an action, that means I can't change to cat form. It also means I can't hide. Shit, I should have just took a fast action.
Well, you can use your move to like double back to where your friends probably are.
Yeah, may as well do that.
All right. We'll say you can get into the dining room and you're ready to get into the foyer. And, since that's everyone, top of the round.
I will take a slow action.
Okay. What about Nathan and Russell?
Oh,
Yeah, I'll take it
Okay.
slow too.
All right. Irie and Human begin feasting. You get double your healing rate. As I assume you get into the bar and start consuming.
nom, nom, nom.
And we'll drop combat for now.
Sure.
And so yeah, Scamp, you get into the foyer, and you hear the wet sound of people eating human flesh coming from the bar.
Yeah. I'm gonna make my way. I'm going to shift into cat form, and I'm going to make my way over there. And then
Alright.
I'm going to start snacking on a different body.
All right. go ahead and gain an insanity and double your healing rate.
Well, that brings me back up to full.
Oh, look at that turnaround. All you have to do is consume the bodies of the people you killed.
Ah,
Just like Mom used to make.
Yeah.
Wait, might
What
be
the fuck?
misremembering something.
in between bites, we gotta deal with that asshole. Nom, nom, nom.
Well, you can have mine if you want.
No, I don't want to eat your asshole.
Oh, you can understand my confusion as I wave a leg.
Yeah, we do have to deal with. Where is he right now?
Running back to the waffle room. Possibly on his way back here, since, you know, he kind of lost me.
Yeah, at least there's no healing potions.
Russell, remember what I said about reminding the teacher about homework? Do you remember that, Russell?
To be
I do, it
fair,
was pretty fun.
I think this guy is a little bit grumpy at the moment after, you know, chasing someone down and then losing them.
I mean, you'd be
Are you
pretty
saying there's
pissed
some sort
too.
of higher power that hears what I says and reacts?
Oh, Maiden of the Moon, help me.
So what's your game plan here?
Um. Hmm. Well, I mean, you guys think we could trap him in that trap room somehow?
Well, it's worth a shot. Also, we're the undead now. We just wait him out for a couple days. Probably gonna starve.
I'm not that patient.
I don't feel like running away from somebody for a couple of decades myself. And also,
Yeah.
who knows if he's going to get back up?
I say we go after him and try and fight him into the waffle room, I guess is what we're calling it.
Alright, that pig machine. I forget what it's called.
The squishy press? Yeah, so Hugh, are you in full fighting shape at this point? You seem to be a little hurt when I drew him away.
Well, I'm always in fighting. Unless something gets hacked off. Happened yet? Knock on wood.
Okay, well, let's see what we can do, I guess.
Very hard. Eyes are for seeing.
Only the best
7 insanity.
companions.
Hmm.
Cool.
Okay, let's just go kill this guy.
Yeah. Probably a good idea.
So do you take the known path back to probably the music room where he probably went?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. As you backtrack through all those previous rooms and enter the music room, you see him emerge from that square hallway, sees you entering the music room, and he's pissed again. The music room is now on fire.
What a shocker.
Yeah. And you cannot really be frightened again by the same monster, so you don't have to do that again.
Good.
Besides, we survived his bullshit once. We can do it again.
It's true. I'm
Yeah.
genuinely surprised you did.
The key is knowing when to run the fuck away.
Called
It's
it.
true.
It's called a tactical retreat.
1 part tactical retreat, 1 part nom nom for babies.
Please never remind me that happened again.
All right. Fast or slow for everyone?
Can I get close to him and attack him in a fast turn?
Only by doing the charge action, which would incur Banes.
Slow turn.
Okay.
I will also do a slow turn. So,
Okay.
question.
Yes.
Based on the layout of this building, would the bedroom that we fought him in originally be above this room?
Not quite. The room that you... Oh, wait. So you mean the bedroom that you could enter?
Yeah, the one that we
Yeah.
started the fight in.
No, that would be closer to the what you're calling the waffle room.
Okay.
Or also partly the dance hall, you would expect.
Okay. Never mind. That puts a kibosh on that plan. Still using a slow turn.
Mhm. Okay. Slow for Damien. Russell.
I will do fast.
Okay. Fast turns for players then. Russell.
Rush up to him and threaten him.
All right.
I'm
You doing
coming for you, and after I eat you, I'm gonna eat your mom.
Interesting. All right.
This is great.
Roll the attack. With
It's an
a...
attack.
Oh, you're just threatening him? You're not, like,
I am
hitting
looking
him?
up to him so that my companions can do things.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Appreciated.
All right. In that case, he's going to use a driving attack to drive you back towards your friends. And he's going to roll with a extra boon, because he's got tons of those to convert now. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
This.
Is that a challenge? Or...
Sorry, no, that was 17. I mathed wrong. That was just an attack. That hits your defense, correct?
Oh yeah, defense is super low.
All right. And then you are all moved 5 yards back towards your friends. You take 11 damage.
I bet
The 6 plus 5 is 11.
that it is.
How much health do you have now, Russell?
Oh, he's fine.
I take a good 2-3 more of those. I'll be dead partway through. I can do it.
Yeah. Slow turns for the other two.
Hey, Irie, I have an idea.
Yeah?
So, question, how tall is the ceiling?
I just don't. It's like a yard, like the whole like space that you have to occupy is like 2 yards, maybe. I don't know. Probably.
So, like, normal room ceiling, like, would like a
Yeah,
normal sized person be able to touch the ceiling if they stuck their hand out?
probably not. You'd have like a foot or two to go. So I'm like 5'10", and I can't reach my normal ceiling.
Okay. Like, I have ridiculously tall ceilings, so, like, I can't judge mine. I have, like, 16-foot ceilings.
That's pretty tall.
Yeah. Okay. Irie, I need you to give me a boost. And I'm once again going to use Gatecrasher.
Okay, interesting.
Launch me to the ceiling! And
Oh, this is a stupid fucking plan, and I immediately launch into the ceiling.
And so my goal is to attach this thing to the ceiling.
Okay.
Basically, I want it to bring the ceiling down on this asshole's head. Also, probably on all of our heads too, but that's a problem for a later day.
Genius.
So yeah, that doesn't require any rolls other than the damage roll at the end of the round. Unless you want me to roll for do an agility roll to attach it.
No. It's stupid enough. We can do this.
So, because it was a slow turn, I only did my getting him up there.
Yeah. Call that as
I
like a
used my
move.
move to
Or,
get
yeah,
the fuck
whatever.
away.
Sure. You want to go back in the moth room?
Yes.
Alright.
Well, I'm being not the room where the ceiling's about to collapse.
And it's on fire.
Ah.
Alright. So roll. Yeah, he already went. Everyone else already went. Roll that damage.
Okay. That's the 13 damage to the ceiling.
Okay. You see a bunch of ceiling stuff fall down, but it seems to be largely ineffective.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah. It's really hard to knock down an entire building.
I wasn't aiming for the building, just the ceiling in the room.
I know, but ceilings are more strong than you expect.
I guess the area was right. Right.
So you both take 1 fire damage and then an agility challenge roll for human then.
Ow, ow, warm.
Oh, plus 15.
Alright, you're good. Back to the top of the round. What kind of turns are we doing?
I'm gonna take slow.
Okay.
Fast.
Fast.
This room didn't have any corpses in it, did it?
Only 1, but it was made of the same stuff as you, sort of. Maybe. Hint, hint. Nathan, fast or slow?
Hello? I want to be able to stab him.
Okay. So fast turn, human.
I attack him with my warhammer.
Sounds good.
Oh no. Where'd that go? 10 plus 2? 12? 12 hits, right?
12
We
will not
established
hit. His
I thought you
defense
said-
is 15. Yeah.
Pretty sure it's 12.
Fast turn, he smashed you. $15 plus a bunch.
That'll hit.
It's another 11 damage.
I am obliterated.
You are at 0.
That too.
Yeah. Slow turns. Eerie, Hay, and Scamp.
What a fucking shocker. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna walk up to him and stab him.
That seems to have worked a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the subtle sound of me not giving a shit.
that is fair.
Okay. Boom. Okay, 17.
That hits.
Alright. 7 damage.
Okay.
And
How much health points do you have?
now I have 10
Okay.
out of
Just
14.
checking. Making sure it's not your full.
Yeah, no. I'm keeping track of that.
All
Trust
right.
me.
So good news. You do not take 10 damage from that. Also good news. He dies.
Fuck yeah.
He falls to the ground and the flaming wings putter out like turning off a gas stove. And the room just in an instant, no longer on fire.
So, think we should use him to revive Hugh over here, or should we just leave?
We could revive Hugh.
You can revive me. Baby bird me. Baby bird.
We are not baby birding you, okay? I just kind of tear off a chunk of flesh and stuff it in his mouth.
Just work the jaw.
Yeah.
Alright.
Does the corpse have anything interesting on it?
A Zweihander, some mail armor, and a small scroll which has a bunch of sigils on it. And as you pull that thing out, it sort of burns up in a blue fire.
Well, that's unfortunate. I wanted to see what that was.
If I had to guess, that is proof that we have a way out.
Yeah, that's probably what was creating the barrier. But I would have liked to kept it. Never know when something like this could come in useful.
Let's just get out of here. There's places to go, people to eat.
Yeah, let's just go.
Yeah.
I'm stealing this guy's Zweihander.
Hell yeah.
I'm assuming
It
it's...
is
Oh, sorry. I was about to say, I'm assuming it's not magical, but...
correct. He did plenty well with a non-magic Zweihander.
Yeah, the one guy we have to kill, and he's fucking Guts from Berserk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he didn't have a hand cannon.
And the sword wasn't described as just a slab of metal.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so you backtrack to the foyer, and you're trying the front door.
Yerp.
Alright, you crack open the front door to find no magical barrier anymore. The night air is cool and smells like barbecue. There's a wagon, 2 wagons as a matter of fact, that are pulled by horses, which have been left here tied up to some trees in the front of this giant manor. You are free to go.
Yay.
You want to burn the place
Live
down?
happily ever after. No, we need to keep the remother alive. Remember when I knobbed into her and we all got that searing pain?
It's true.
There is that.
Look, this might be a second chance, but look at us. This isn't living. I'm just gonna take this as far as I can. Settle some old grudges. And then die again.
Go insane and eat a bunch of
You
people?
guys.
That's his plan.
I respect it.
That's
I
so much a
don't,
plan, it's a way of life.
You know, you should go
Live your
find
best
that wife, that ex-wife of yours.
Didn't she die too, though?
It was a murder-suicide.
I
Yeah,
guess
great
you've got
combo
to-
with zombies.
My point still stands.
Yeah, just gotta take her back here, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what? I hope I never see either of you again. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. And Irie disappears into the forest.
I shake your hand, it turns out it's someone's hand. It's
And Scamp turns into a cat and meanders off somewhere.
What does Hugh Man do?
Human takes a bite out of this hand that he's been carrying around just for fun. For this bit, he picked it up earlier, like way earlier, just been hanging onto it for this moment, and just off into the woods, chomping and whistling.
Time passes. Irie, you get your revenge. Somewhere, somehow, it comes back on you in a violent way. And once again,
Death again.
you find oblivion. And at some point, you think to yourself, ah, yes, nothing. Wait a minute. Shouldn't be thinking. That's where we're going to end.
Nice.
This was Shadow of the Demon Lord by Schwab Entertainment. I have been your GM, Matt. You can find me on Twitter at The Crodex. I run the Crow's Codex podcast, where there is more creepy shit like this. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, not a problem.
Of course.